Cherokee Indian will return. Will return. Will return. Will return. Will return.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the light.
It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to get things started.
Hey man, is that Double D? Yeah man, well turn it up man.
Let's just go in and like kill all the orcs, right? They're the bad guys, who gives a shit? We just hack and slash and we loot their dead bodies, right? Hack and slash, kill them all, conquer the infidels.
Boy, that campaign sounds like a barrel of fun, doesn't it?
Somebody who's opening a refrigerator and leaning in, right, is the language of a woman. Somebody who's opening their refrigerator and being cut off halfway through that lean is the voice of like a mermaid or a siren.
They're utter shits. They're utter shits.
This is not the face of the hobby anymore. And I think there's been mistakes made in years past where people assumed that D&D players were all, white dudes in a basement. Which has been a faulty assumption for a lot of years and gets more and more false every day. And so it's, in my viewpoint, honestly, guys like me can't leave soon enough.
I just had to be born with empathy and a weakness for socialism and femboys.
You gotta put a little hot sauce on the taco, you know what I mean?
We want this dwarf to be the dwarfiest dwarf.
Right.
We want the elf to be the elfiest elf.
And just the dashiest dash of Tabasco.
Their voices need to carry across water.
I'm a creative. It's a huge drain, right? Because fans can be off.
When we got the descriptions, they were very adamant. They were like, try not to make it like a white blonde guy. Like, please. Like, we love him, but there's like 500 million of them.
You say white lives matter, they don't. White lives don't matter because white lives aren't a thing.
Lube for their rectal adventures.
Lutherville, Marina Del X, Otisburg. Otisburg? Who's this monster? She's got her own place. Otisburg? It's a little bitty place. Otisburg? Okay, I just wipe it off. That's all. It's a little town.
Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
5, 4, 3.
Great, Sam.
We dumping chump. It's a landslide, sir.
On guard.
It's time to mobilize. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
A giant penis.
Did you cry?
That so much. I went into the house and my wife was like, "What's wrong?" And I just crawled onto her and sobbed.
Oh my God.
Well, ain't the old opening better?
On with the show.
Hello. Let me make sure my mic is working here real quick first, Crazy Mouse. Just to
check,
see.
check,
Oh,
check,
looks
check,
like
check.
we are just fine.
Oh, we got
You
someone
can-
representing already.
You can do what you do.
I got something from DB, but first I got something for him.
Oh, yeah.
Is there more? You're goddamn right.
Damn right. There's the atomic leg drop. Absolutely. Good to see you, DB, and everybody else. Hey, Dog Brothers, Sword Sisters, crazy busy week. It's always crazy busy with you. That's a good thing. But putting the work in like we do. Looking forward to the show. Bang a gong. Let's get it on.
We got a follow-up from that from little Patrick Demo. And you know what,
Hey,
buddy? I
Patrick,
got something for him, too.
Yeah.
Now pay close attention, because the information you're about to hear could mean the difference between life and death.
Oh, boy. They mean
Get it
business.
on. Bang a gong. Get it on.
I got a
Bang.
question
Thank you,
for you.
Patrick.
Who would you rather have, that Cherokee Nation girl or Chief J Strongbow?
How about the Cherokee Nation girl or Hundra?
Oh, Cherokee Nation girl.
Yeah, she's pretty.
I like the way she was wiggling her hips.
Plus, we're both brunette men, right?
I
Nothing
got
wrong with blondes. Don't get me wrong, but yes, thank you, Patrick. Yes, I've been busy. I've done a couple drops. I know.
Oh my God! They killed
Rogan.
you, bastard!
In case you couldn't tell, no Rogan this week. That's all right. Hope he returns next week. And I think next week our buddy Zolt will be here, which means it'll probably be a movie week next week.
Oh, snap.
We'll hope to confirm that. Hey, Jeffrem, how you doing, buddy? $5. Just want to shout out Alice Cooper as today. Oh, it's his birthday. Rock on. It's our buddy Gavin Morgan's birthday, too. I bet he didn't know he shared one with the great Alice Cooper. Brought to you by...
I'm the Secretary of State. Brought to you by Carl's Jr. Why do you keep saying that? Because they pay me every time I do.
No doy.
No doy. Hey, how you doing, Hungar? Good to see you, buddy. Magna Quam for just about 5. Coincidentally, the Cherokee headdress in the opener is my go-to DM uniform. I like.
Check out this sneaky Pete that snuck right in.
Snuck right in there. Chris Miller. I thought I smelled your stench. No. Gave you the Princess Leia Darth Vader greeting. Cal 4-2. I'm not in the Epstein files either. Good to hear. Good to hear. We had to double check.
Your name is Toby.
Just had to double check. That's all. Yeah. Good to see all of you guys. Hopefully,
I saw pundits in the house.
Hey, what's up, pundit? Good to see you, brother. R.I.P. Rogan. Yes. All right, let's do a quick little warm-up video. Crazy Mouse,
bring it.
These are female giants. And they are the world's strongest dwarves.
Who's gonna win?
Did you ever see that one with huge muscle men from a gym and farm boys from like Nebraska?
You told me about it. I didn't see it, but I think you told me.
It was a whooping.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess the farm boys.
They just kicked the shit out of them. Yeah.
They got go muscles. The gym guys, some of them just have show muscles.
And they'll be competing in strength competitions, all to find out who is stronger.
You're going down.
Yeah.
No, you're going down.
Go.
Easy.
Drive. 585 pounds on the bar.
Come on. Am I clear? Yep. Good job, Zoe. Good job, Zoe. One more. Two.
Come on, big dog.
One, go. Come on. You frick. Oh, no way. No way. Come on, Zoe. Come on.
Yeah.
Easy, Will. Yes. All right, next one.
You got this. Big one. You got this.
Come on, girl. Yo, Lorenzo's already at 4 plates right now. I think Brittany's stuck at 3.
Easy, good. Pull. No. Nope. Hey, let's go. Move over.
Lorenzo's got it on his own. Emily decided to help Britt with her 315 deadlift. Emily and Brittany are going. I did not tell them they couldn't do this. We're going. Go. Go! Winners!
Incredible. It there's no biological differences, right?
At all.
None whatsoever.
Speaking of biological differences, for women's basketball, there's like another league going on to like supplement the girls' income.
Yeah.
And Caitlin Clark chose not to be in it. However, it's selling out arenas on its own. But anyway, so she is going and helping out on NBA broadcasts, and she was just on a show the other day, and someone said who would be her counterpart as a male basketball player, and Reggie Miller. And I know you guys might not know basketball, but Reggie Miller, as the camera was on Caitlin Clark, and she was totally expecting him to say like Steph Curry, who's a great shooter. He said Peyton Pritchard, who is a role player on the Boston Celtics, who was the 6th man of the year last year. So he's a good player. Yeah. The look on Caitlin Clark's face immediately went from a smile to a frown in like 1 second. It was just, I don't know. Yes, thank you. I saw that.
Megan
Yes,
Close
exactly.
saw it,
Yep.
Yeah, I still like her. I know you're kind of like she's got to show more, which I agree.
Yeah,
she definitely has to show something this season. She got to make it through uninjured, and she got to do something.
Yeah, she was absolutely pissed. Her face just went like, ooh, she needs to work on that when they show her on TV.
I still like who she pisses off in the league. She pisses off. It seems like all the right people, but we'll see. We'll see. When does that season start? Like this?
Well, they're having some labor disputes. They want a lot more money, and the NBA or the Players Union is kind of like, well, let's pump our brakes here.
Give me 1 second.
You got it.
As I told you, Crazy Mouse, I am behind the 8 ball for some reason today with a lot of this. Here we go. Oh yeah. So we are going to go back. I promised last week. Left for Vultures. This is the backer kid, if you recall. Our pal. He has a Dragons, Bestiary and more for 5e. So if you guys, any of you guys are still running 5e, or I'm going to assume you could probably tame this down to Shadow Dark with a little bit of work. Already it's 7,400. That's good. 41 backers, 7,400. That is pretty good. We still got 27 days to go. I put the link for this in the description, guys. Looks like it's a shitload of like dragon encounters.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. What could go wrong? Dragons. Dragon 5e has been missing. 3 books turn dragons into legendary encounters. No more claw bite. No more empty caves and boring lairs. No more hour-long dragon slogs. Yep. Ooh, hey, I like that picture. Dang, that's nice. For shizzle. Yeah, so give it a look, guys. See if it's for you. That's all I can say. It's Left for Vultures, who is usually in the chat.
Link is in the description.
Yep, link in the description.
He only needs about 2,600 more bucks, and we got him there.
There you go.
And we got. I got something for you.
Our friend James.
Clear out of here!
Damn right. Shut down my stream to get over here and support Crazy Mouse. What's up, Double D Watson? Nice, you got your priorities there,
That's right,
James.
yo. I like it. I like it a lot.
I did see you were streaming. Unfortunately, Wednesday. I do a lot of my prep Wednesday during the day. So I'm kind of 9 to 5ing it as well. So let's just say I'm multitasking.
He's double dipping.
So double dipping. So yeah. So I will.
That's what the double D stands for.
That's right, double dipper. So I will try to pop over into one of your streams soon here. Good to see all of you here. Crazy Mouse, I got something for you.
Bring it.
This was kind of going on X, formerly Twitter.
I concur.
Dr. Harris. Yes. Do you concur?
I do.
Tombstone, one post from, who was that again? Verbal Riot. One post called Tombstone, the top Western by far, sparking fans to praise its quotable lines. Kurtz, Wyatt Earp, Val's, of course, Doc Holliday. Many say deserved an Oscar nod, definitely did. Challengers countered with classics like Unforgiven, good one, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Like that one. I like For a Few Dollars More or Better. If you know this channel, you know I'm kind of strong on that. But I do like Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Rio Bravo. Been a while since I've seen Rio Bravo. While critics lists rank Tombstones at number 83 on Rotten Tomatoes, but experts at the Buffalo Bill Center recently named it their number one big. Good for the Buffalo Bill Center. They know where it be.
83 is the top movie of all time, or 83 is the top Western of all time?
Top? Yeah, boy. I don't know. It's written by Grok, their AI over there. So I'm not sure. 80th. Boy, if it's the 83rd Western, that's a little sus, as they say.
Yeah.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Say wham. Don't mind him. He just drunk, that's all.
I got a little, in case you guys never saw this, this is a good Kurt Russell behind the scenes thing, you know, and he's talking about, of course, at the same time, there was the whole Wyatt Earp thing with Kevin Costner. 2 movies, same subject matter, coming out within a year of each other. Fortunately, Tombstone got the edge. But here's Kurt Russell talking about it.
So those 2 movies came out fairly close to each other, Wyatt Earp and Tombstone. Great things about both. But I don't mean to say this as in any way a put down, although there were certain people involved. Kevin Costner not being one of them. Kevin being a good guy. Though there were other people involved with that were not good guys to me.
Talking about Wyatt Earp.
Once I said, hey, how about if we do this and that? Maybe we could do some things together. I said, I could kill you and yours, and you could kill me mine. This one individual said, oh, we're going to kill a lot of people in Wyatt Earp. And there were some people standing around me, and it was just such a slap in the face. And I thought, fuck you, buddy. I'm going to take you on full force, full frontal nudity. Let's go. You're now going to run into Wyatt Earp.
Love it.
So those 2 movies.
He's talking about, I think, Lawrence Kasdan, who was the director. Everybody's wondering, like, gee, who is he talking about there? Who is he talking about? He did The Imitation. Everybody's like, oh, that's Lawrence Kasdan. Who did a couple of good movies. Did, like, The Big Chill, if I'm not mistaken. You know, a couple others. He wrote Raiders of the Lost Ark, so... and wrote Empire Strikes Back. So Lawrence Kasdan definitely has some chops. But apparently he pissed off Kurt Russell, which whenever that stuff happens, you know, sometimes good things happen. As we all know, Michael Jordan's high school coach cut him from the team. I don't think he ever forgot that.
Yeah.
Not to this day.
He gets reminded about it all the time.
Yeah. His Hall of Fame ceremony, I think he brought it up. James for 10. What do we
I have
got?
something new, like not new, but an oldie but a goodie.
The gun is good. The gun is good. The penis is evil.
Except my penis. My penis is neutral. All men of culture know the greatest Western of all time is Outlaw Josie Wales. Yeah, Outlaw Josie Wales is a great one too. It was in a weird era too, the mid 70s. It's kind of like when Westerns were really dying. Like all the spaghetti Westerns, like from over in Italy, which kind of revived the genre for a while. Even they were going away. And then you had this gem from like 1976. Clint Eastwood's like, fuck it. Yeah, Hungar for 2. Mouse, did you watch Lady Hawk?
No, but I have an update. I found out where I can watch it, and I downloaded the app. It's called Tubi.
Yeah.
So yeah. I will be.
Yeah.
I downloaded the app just the other day.
Yeah, I think you'll like it.
Yeah, and I'm going to give it a go.
It's the worst thing you would be able to say is it was a little slow or something, but yeah, I don't even think it was slow. I mean, I think it was just a good, solid, movie.
Yeah,
kind of historical, kind of fantastical.
Well, it's in the hopper, as they say. Now that the app has been downloaded,
that'll be your homework for next week.
There you go,
Crazy Mouse. We will talk. We will talk Lady Hawk.
Got another one,
James.
Let's see here.
You're a madman.
I want to get him. I'm going to get him a brand new one.
Yeah, do so.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Serious crap.
We don't mess around.
You gonna pull them pistols or whistle Dixie? Go on, skin that smoke wagon. I just watched that scene earlier.
Not before I turn your head into a canoe.
When he's slapping around Billy Bob Thornton. You're sitting in my chair.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Bob's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Yeah. Lady Hawk, good movie. Tombstone, classic. I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know if it would be my number one. It would be in my top 3. Definitely be in my top 3, just because it has such legs, and like I will watch it whenever it's on. There's some westerns I love, but like Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, I don't always watch when it's on.
Maybe you don't want to spoil it, and like
Yeah.
get sick of it. You know.
You're right, because I do that sometimes. I'll be like, I probably have a limited number of times I can watch this movie in my lifetime, and am I just
Giving one away.
Yeah, am I giving one away here? So, but Tombstone, that reservoir is huge. So I don't know if it'll ever get filled up.
It's such a tease at the end too, because everyone's back to life, and they're walking down the thing. So you think you're at the beginning, and it's actually the end.
Yeah. Like, oh man, I caught it.
Nope, I didn't. Wah, wah, wah.
All right. Let's see where we at. Oh boy. All right. Let me go back here. We'll go back to the main
Deadwood
screen.
was pretty good. You know who was in Deadwood? The whole time I was watching it, I was like, man, that guy looks so familiar. It's the special needs brother from Something About Mary.
Oh yeah, he's one of the thugs.
Warren.
Right?
Yeah.
Warren.
He's like, what's his name's main henchman.
Yes. Yeah.
And tons of people from Sons of Anarchy are in Deadwood.
So many crossovers for those shows.
Charlie Utter is like, the main sheriff and stuff. Just so many people.
Charlie Utter. I'm Deadwood's due. It's due for a rewatch for me. So it's probably been a good 10 years, maybe 8 to 10 years since I've seen it. Hey, Cyber Defender.
Isn't Chucky in Deadwood? The voice of Chucky? He's like, is he?
Yeah, Grima.
The guy that owns
Brad
the
Dourif.
hotel.
Brad Dourif.
Yeah.
Yep. Kristen Bell.
Yes.
Just gets pulverized.
She gets
that
worked
one
over.
Episode. That
Yep.
was so cool. Everybody's like, oh, little scam. See how your little scams go in the city of Deadwood in the Old West. Get the shit kicked out of you. That was a good episode. Fuck. Absolutely.
Ian McShane. Yep.
Wistfully thinking like, man, maybe I'll watch that tonight. Yeah, Travis, Brad Doris from Huntington.
Powers Booth. Yep.
Oh man. Yeah. Ian McShane.
Anna Gunn. And putting her bundling board between her and her husband.
Oh yeah. Yes. That's right. Oh man. So many good actors. We're losing so many. Is Ian McShane still around? Or did he pass? Like I know Powers Booth passed. I can't remember if Ian McShane is gone yet.
Well, bye.
Starfleet Academy. I got Paramount Plus, kind of to watch the MMA fights a little bit. But
Our crack research team is on that.
Oh, good. Thank you, Shawnee. Yeah, I watched episode 2 of Starfleet Academy. It's fucking awful, man. I mean, it's fucking.
Wait, is that new show we watched the trailer for?
Trailer for, yeah.
Yeah.
It is really bad. And then you get these fags like your boy Zach, formerly Comicsgate, Comics Matter with your boy Zach, who's just become a raving like leftist now, and he's puffing Starfleet Academy up. I'm like, dude, like you have completely lost it. If you think that show is any good at all, there's nothing. It's like you're watching stuff in the 3200s. And they're talking like kids on the street talk today. It's so fucking cringy. Oh, is it already getting canceled? That's good. I mean, it's a fucking joke is what it is.
Mrs. Incredible's the captain.
She talks like Sylvester.
There's a girl on ESPN that did an impression of her, and it was perfect.
Sulfur and Thuckatash. she lounges around in its fucking chairs, and then she spins around in chairs. They always seem to catch her like when she's about ready to nod off and take a nap. Ooh, William Sanderson. Nice. James, my man, you gotta stop. Thank you. $10. Do we got something else?
Another one. Another one. Another one.
It's like he won some scratchers this week.
No. He's loaded up, loaded for bear. When you get that money, I hope you guys buy a few rounds of Yingling and lift one up. For me knowing, I wish I was there. Yep.
Sure.
One day, James, Mrs. D and I will take that direct flight from Erie to Orlando. We will meet up and have a beer in person. Maybe even do a little gaming together. Who knows? So we just got to figure out a time. Craig for 10.
I got something for him. Let's see here.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to the party, indeed. I'm an Eastwood fan, as am I. Got to give it to Unforgiven as a great Western swan song to his contribution to the genre. Yeah, I can see that, even if it is a bit reductionist. I like it. It's just not in my top. Certainly not my top 5. Probably in my top 10, but not quite in my top 5. Great movie. Great movie.
We're getting a couple votes for Quick and the Dead.
Quick and the Dead. It's
Russell Crowe.
Yeah, that's kind of a
Little Leo's in that.
Mm-hmm. It's a Tombstone-like movie in that it's a little, it's a little. I don't want to say lighter, but I don't know. I guess it's a little bit more accessible. I think a lot of people would say it's a little bit more accessible. And yeah, nothing wrong with Quick and the Dead. Been a long time since I've seen it though.
Now here's a question. For Quick and the Dead, you're giving me Sharon Stone, but for Tombstone, you're giving me Dana Delaney. Again, I'm a brunette kind of guy, so I'm rolling with Dana Delaney anyway.
Dana Delaney, back in the day. I'd have to give it to her too. I mean, Sharon Stone back then was pretty hot, don't get me wrong.
Our neighbor to the south.
Very close to the south. Amino for 2. Thank you very much, brother. Seen YT someone comparing her to the Family Guy Star Trek in the chair. Okay, talking about what's her name, Helen Hunt in Starfleet Academy. Yeah, I think I saw that too. Yeah. Thank
and
you.
He kicked it right back.
Yeah, always like Silverado back to back. Amino for 2 again. Yeah, Silverado is a good movie. It kind of got people were just like, yeah, it's a cute little movie or whatever. But I always kind of liked it. Brian Dennehy, right? He was the villain. Kevin Kline.
Ooh, Young Guns.
Well, now you're talking. Now you're talking Crazy Mouse's language.
I like that one. They're making a Young Guns 3, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. El Dorado, Mac, good one. That's on quite a bit. That's a good John Wayne one. Getting into the latter half. James Caan. El Dorado is a good movie. True Grit. Yep. Wayne or Bridges. I got a soft spot for the new one. I like them both. I do have a soft spot for the new one. But like I said, I like them both. Rooster Cogbun. This Hungar for 10. Man, you guys are being so kind.
Somebody's got to go back and get a shitload of dimes.
A shitload of them. Hey, everyone else is doing $10. So why not me? Don't forget my Blazing Saddles. Best Western ever. And Crazy Mouse sets you up there. Sets you up nice and good. Blazing Saddles is a great movie. Yeah, obviously, you could make the case more of a comedy than a Western, but you could make the case it's a Western too. Yeah, I love Blazing Saddles. All right. Creating a Western RPG, says Chris, for like 30 years. Been watching all the good Westerns. Josie Wales, True Grit, Deadwood. Yeah, I think a lot of them, like there's the Aces and Eights one by the Kenzer people. That was okay, but the combat is just a little too complex. Hey, Shadow and Sun. Like Deadlands has the right idea. You could just keep that as just a normal Western. just get rid of all the kind of superfluous undead stuff. But I think if you're going to do a Western, you kind of need something that's accessible, okay, along the lines of a Tombstone or Quick and the Dead. Something that's just not going to be like they have like this shot clock in Aces and Eights. I actually ran that game for a little bit. It was interesting, but you're not going to keep people going back to something like that. Yeah, what was that last one? I'm sorry. Crazy
it was just talking about if you build it, they will come.
Yeah, Chris, if you Mac, if you build
and
it.
Max said if he followed it up with, and I will definitely buy it.
Yep. Yeah, of course I will too, and I'll promote the hell out of it.
Of course we would.
Chris.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Magna Quam, yeah, Aces and Eights really cool because that's kind of how I felt. I appreciated the game. I'm glad it's out there because there are probably wonks that love getting into the weeds in that, but boy, it's they try to be pretty realistic, and I guess in some marks they succeed, but yeah.
Tonight's show brought to you specially for Shadow and Sun.
Woohoo! All right, I did promise. Now, I was going to do some more, just bad DM advice. I do have one main one and a short. I was going to do some more and like edit them down, but then my download software for YouTube, occasionally YouTube will change their parameters and then this software has to catch up for like a day. And like literally right in the middle of the day, I downloaded some videos and then there were others I was holding on to and waiting to download. And then when I tried, can't do it. So I got to wait. So I'm thinking this might be a feature, just going through bad DM advice. But I don't know. You guys tell me. See if you agree. Is any of this stuff good advice or not? I don't know. All right, before we go, we'll do this one and then we'll sit on
this one and one more and then we're good.
Okay. Yeah, and then we'll sit on them. Doing up a full Conan sheet for a Foundry. Oh, using Monolith rules. Okay, a very nice system. Yeah, I never had a chance to run it or play it. Antonio, but I do have some of the source books for it. And actually, you know what? I actually have the rule book for it too. I just never got around to running it or playing it. Almost done. I wonder if they might buy it from me. Talking about Foundry there. Yeah, there you go. Problem is like all their whole license for not Mongoose, but whatchamacallit, Monolith. Oh no, wait, Monolith is the new one, right? All right, I was getting confused there. Monolith is the new one. I got to check that out. I was thinking of the 2-20 version. My apology. I will check that out. Yes. Thank you very much. Three Amigos is an underrated Western, yeah.
And here's the reason why Chris wants to do it.
Yeah, Civil War reenactor, Wild West show performer, yep. Yeah, I think you could do justice to it. Just like I said, you got to just always put yourself in the position of someone who's just kind of a casual, honestly, like a crazy mouse who might love certain Westerns and willing to play, but if it's going to be like too crunchy or complex like that,
I'm out.
Yeah, his eyes are going to glaze over and he'll follow along, and I wouldn't blame him either. So you just got to kind of find that right balance between a little bit of realism and playability. Yeah, I'll definitely look at the I was getting confused. Modiphius and Monolith. Yeah, you'll have to forgive me there, Patrick Demo. Yeah, but I haven't heard anything bad against Monolith so far. Nothing too bad. We'll see.
Edgelord likes low crunch and rules light.
Yeah, and I'm not saying there can't be some rules, for like critical hits and stuff like that, but. Like I said, just Aces and Eights is one you want to look at and be like, all right, this is just for hardcores.
Well, we were playing Shadow Dark this week, and we found an error in Kelsey's game.
Which one was that again?
You have to re-roll. If you have advantage, you roll the same number. You have to roll again.
Yes.
And we were doing something where you only failed on a critical failure, but you were rolling with advantage. But you can't have a critical failure when you're rolling with advantage, because if you roll double ones, you have to re-roll.
And maybe that was part of the design, I guess.
Maybe.
Interesting. Yeah. All right. Let's look through some of these. You guys help me out in the chat. Crazy Mouse, you comb these guys. See if they think this is good advice.
How would I teach you? I'd start by always saying follow the fun. Don't worry about the dice rolls. Only have to worry about how you see your character.
Advice to new players from a DM. All right, we'll just worry about the fun. I guess if you're trying to get them in, sounds a little too loosey-goosey.
I don't want
already.
to play a cartoon game, you know, like.
Yeah. Yeah, I think some people underestimate their players. It's like, all right, they're signing up for a fantasy game. Even nowadays, I would hope they'd have an understanding of like, okay, this is going to entail some learning. You know, I am going to have to do some stuff, but we always try to dumb everything down just a little too much, I think.
And who your character is to you, and how you don't even know how they're going to develop necessarily, but just focus on how do you feel as this character? What do you think they feel like? What do they think they want?
So it's this egocentric. What do they want? How do they feel? What I would give new players, I would always tell them, don't commit a lot about yourself. You can have a couple of things, but what things you do, like kind of flesh out, how does it apply to the other characters? Do you know them? How do you know them? You know, what's going on? I would be more apt to develop, you know, a couple of ties early on rather than just this sort of egocentric kind of, how are you feeling? You know, what's your view on everything? You know, are you having fun? Is it all, because it's all about you. It's all about you. Well, at the end of the day, you got 6 people at the table all about you. Guess what that's going to lead to? A lot of spotlight hogging, a lot of stepping on people. Sets a bad precedent, in my opinion.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Ryan for 2. Hey, good to see you, brother. Rules make games fun. Yeah. Even Bluey understands that. Yeah.
Amino's got something. You lost me at how do you feel, or how do they feel?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Amino. Yeah. I already, you know, sometimes it can just be how you present it. I already don't like what I'm hearing.
Yeah, someone is, where did it go? It's moving really fast. Somebody said, if there's no rules, it's just narrating. And I feel like that's sometimes what we're listening to on Critical Role.
Oh, yeah, yeah. In fact, we can do a little bit. I do have one of the last episodes queued up. Maybe
Here it is. It was overkill. Thank you.
Hey, Joe.
Man, it's moving super fast. Chat's going. Keep them coming. Keep them coming, chat.
Absolutely. Yeah, you definitely don't want
mum chums.
a mum chummery game, a Critical Role game.
There ought to be some rules in mum chums.
Yeah, man. Don't touch the kids
in their life or aspirationally. And then bit by bit, you can very easily start teaching them the rules. And the rules can be very crunchy, but they can also be quite streamlined. It's a very versatile system, D&D, as you know. But you can also help people along with it. So I think I'd really start in character first, and then just very gently go through all of their stats, do a little session 0 with them, put up a ridiculous fight between them and some flumps or something like that.
Oh, see, there you go.
That's what I don't want.
Yeah. So you're going to start a new group and they're going to fight this fucking thing. No, I don't think so.
Or you could just have it as a pet.
Yeah.
You could buy the plushie at Hallmark.
You know, Mrs. D, daughter D, and I were rewatching Xena. It's a little silly at times, a little cringy. There's some good episodes too. Don't get me wrong. But just the number of episodes where they're just walking along and 5 bandits jump out of the weeds. And I was thinking about the last time it happened. I'm like, you know, after season 5, it's a little repetitive, you know, 5 seasons of it. I think there's 6 total. But I was thinking in my mind, nothing wrong with that in D&D. All right. These guys jump out at you. What do? Boom, bada bing, you get them involved right away. But they're bandits, you know, they could lead to some money. They could lead to, you know, maybe a little side quest or something. You know, or who knows? Maybe you want to take over, you know, the whole bandit operation. What do you get as a player from fighting this fucking creature right here? I don't understand that.
Now, one of your fellow players is going to have to pee on your leg.
Yes.
So you gain a golden shower.
Water sports. Edgelord for 5. Good to see you, sir. This is from years of being told role playing over ROLL playing. Yeah. Sorry, but dice chucking is half the fun. Yeah. Now we have these twins cosplaying. Yep. Well said, Edgelord. DB for 2. This is gaming advice from the gay vampire in Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, I did realize that. Yeah. Why fight at D&D? Make friends instead. Yep. Just give in to it.
Under the sea. Yep.
And another thing he said there that I don't agree with is this thing where we feel we have to shield new players from the rules. I don't understand why you can't have them. What I would tell a new player is, look, if you're not playing a wizard, you don't necessarily have to read the spell stuff right now. If you're just playing a fighter, you can skip that. However, I'm going to have you know as much as you can about combat. Fair? Fair. Conversely, if you're a wizard, I would be like, hey, if we're starting a new game, try to know that magic system and your own spells like the back of your hand as best you can. Don't worry so much about combat. The table and everybody else can kind of guide you along there. I just want you to really concentrate, at least at first, on those spells and spell casting and all those little fiddly rules if it's one of those systems. This thing where we have to shield. Oh, guys, don't worry. The DM will take care of that. I got news for you. DM's got a lot on his mind. The DM has a life too. The DM works. The DM is trying to figure out what's going on in the world, the game world, and the real world, his own real world or her own real world. Anything the players can do to kind of help a little bit, chip in, is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Travis, thank you for being a defender.
21 months.
21 months.
So impressive.
Up on 2 years. 2 years. Thanks all of you. Last week, we did a little impromptu, not quite impromptu because I think I foreshadowed it on Wednesday's stream last week. We did a member-only stream before the game on Friday, and I think it went well. And I will probably try to do that every other week. So maybe not this Friday, but then maybe next Friday, So we'll check in with you guys. So, going to give you guys a little bit of something for your support. I do appreciate it. Thank you. This here. Don't do that.
If you could end up buying what you're fighting at McDonald's in a Happy Meal,
yeah.
Not a good idea.
Yeah. Or you can make like a convincing crochet version of it. Like I could see Mrs. D does like a lot of crocheting. You could see her making one of these things. I know there's a whole flump thing and it has a checkered history, but in the same respect, it's gay. Why would you have that be the first thing you introduce to a party?
The most important tool is respect. Gay!
Gay indeed. All right.
And then just get them to play. And ultimately, always know that as a DM, me specifically as a DM, I've always got their back in terms of the rules. They just have to tell me what is most fun for them to do based on what their character is.
We all survived. Everyone made their con saves that needed to. A few people got hit and bit, but Zolt, Stern, Stern a couple times actually.
Yeah, they knew.
Actually, Zolt a couple times. I think they both made him twice each.
But those were the smaller spiders, right?
I think.
I don't think that big one ever got to anybody. These guys know, by the way. I kind of told them, I'm like, this is what they could, if they are going where they say they're going. I said this could be what is awaiting for them. So they sort of knew what was there, and I rolled like shit on that big spider. But what can you do? It's like, I think the highest I rolled for that big spider was a 10.
There was once where someone's AC, they missed it by 1, if you remember. For the large spider.
Yes. I think that was the 10 I rolled. I had to try to figure out, but now that thing could have killed somebody if it had bitten them. That was like Shelob in Lord of the Rings, that spider. Just oof. $2 Amino. God, that guy is insufferable. Yeah, well, that's the gay vampire from Baldur's Gate 3. I got somebody worse, if you can believe it. Can you believe it?
Travis says, last time I was Spider-like creature, I didn't fare too well. That's right. That's when my whole party backed out. I stepped forward. They all stepped back.
That's right. This is right.
That's in the archives.
It is. Hey, this is what happens when I roll in the open. I encourage every DM to roll in the open. That way there's no chicanery. They know you're not taking it easy on them. And, they also know you're not out to get them either. If you're hot, you're hot. If you're not, you're not.
And also the attacking, most of the time, Double D will, 1, 2, 3, it's you. 4, 5, 6, it's you. But then it will stagger because, let's say, just for an example, let's say Daughter D lit it up with an axe last time or whatever. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, it's you.
Yeah.
And a 6, it's you.
Huge believer in that. If there's and by the way, welcome Sergeant Rock. Thank you very much, brother. I do believe in all things being equal. I'll just do, as Crazy Mouse said, just a dice roll. But if somebody's putting some serious damage on it,
it notices.
It's going to notice, and for the most part, it's going to go against that. Now, some players are putting a little bit of damage, and one's putting more. I'll give it maybe a 1 in 6 chance it'll go against the minor damage people, and then 5 to 6, 1 to 5 against the big ones. So, it's never personal with me. I don't get. I don't keep scores or anything like that. It's all based on, and this will come down to what I think is good DMing. It's just you got to run an honest, open world, and just kind of an honest one. And
if you had all us players in an honest moment, I don't think anybody would say that you've had it out for them at a table.
No, and it would be correct because I can tell you right away I wouldn't. There's a couple of times where I'll scratch my head at sometimes Rogan's bonuses, but they're all legit. Rogan is what we would call a classic min-maxer. He's certainly not a cheater, but he's just kind of a min-maxer. He just deals a shitload of damage. So sometimes I'll be taken unaware and I'll be like, oh shit, wow, you can do that much damage. But then I just have to adjust and be like, all right, well,
he's coming after you.
If you do that kind of damage, then this creature is definitely coming after you because it's going to want
1 through 19 on Rogan, a perfect 20 on
20. Crazy Mouse. Patrick for 5. What's the point of playing a game if you never learn the rules? Yeah, I'm not saying you got to read it cover to cover, but you should know the basic stuff, and you should know what your own character's class stuff is, like the back of your hand. Putting the onus of knowing and playing the rules entirely on the DM is unfair. I always thought so. It's I understand the DM has a lot of obligations. I think the DM has an obligation to have a passing knowledge of almost every rule, should know most of the rules. But look, there's some rules that can be looked up on an ad hoc basis. That's always been mine. But if the players can help out there, sometimes I'll be like, hey guys, can you guys look this up while I'm doing something? And these guys are happy to do it, of course. OSR Edgelord for 2. Back in the hardcore music scene, we call people like this posers. You don't even have to be in the hardcore music scene, sir. I can smell that on them. I can smell the stank of posery on them. Almost every character I've ever played has died. I played a fighter from level 1 to 17, and he didn't die. Oh, that's cool, but that's because the gaming group broke up. You could have taken him from group to group, like Edina of Neath back in the old days on the Eric Noah boards. He was a famous... It was a guy who his screen name was the name of his character, and it was Edina of Neath. And everybody was asking about it. And this guy was obviously autistic back in the day. But he's had some very interesting stories. His character was level 25 or something. Last group I ran a game for refused to learn the rules, and things fell apart pretty quickly. Well, it's a 5 sessions in, they all decided to quit. Exactly why I prefer to run sessions for my kids. You know what it is? It's a indicator. It's a tell, as they say in the poker scene. Them not wanting or bothering to learn the rules means that they're probably not terribly invested in playing anyway. So if you could almost view giving them just a little assignment, and it doesn't have to be like read the book from cover to cover, because nobody's going to do that, in like a week. But if you just tell them, hey, did you learn this section? Can you learn this section by next week? And they're just like, no.
Well, for like a spell user, learn your spells. Learn what they can do.
Yeah, there's no reason during a week you can't just put your fucking rule book in the bathroom.
You're a thief. Learn when you can backstab or what you get advantage on or whatever.
And I'm not saying you got to be perfect and know every nuance, although that would help. But if usually you can tell, like a teacher knows if you've done your homework or not.
Absolutely.
You can tell, like if somebody's just nah. Like I said, that's a huge tell. Like that's I forget who that was, but that was an indication that group was going to break up because they just weren't invested. And look, it happens. Maybe they were bad players, or it just didn't click, or whatever.
It was right here, buddy.
Yeah.
Disposable hero.
Yeah, exactly why I prefer to run sessions for my kid. Yeah. I'm getting to the point now. I have I have very few perks for being a e-celeb, and on the bottom rung of the e-celeb ladder. But what little I do have is when I go to conventions now, people are starting to kind of, if they're in the area, I'll turn out just to game with, or just hang out a little bit with me. I'm getting to the point now where I don't want to run convention games for randos anymore. Ryan will tell you how much at Con on the Cob, not really two, like 1.5 of the players just kind of stuck in my craw. How they could have been really cool ass Hyperborean sorcerers. And the first thing this guy says is, I'm going to give pamphlets out for my whatever. And I'm like, oh, really, dude? Really? Totally fucking just blew my mood right from the start. I want to run games for people that are going to be into it and play it. And I think that's one of the perks I think I have as being a YouTuber, is that I can probably find 3 or 4 people at a convention now who are like, yeah, I'll play in, one of Double D's games just to even say I did. Look, if I'm bad, they can make fun of me, but hopefully you're going to have a good time. I do think I'm a capable DM. I would even go so far as to saying I'm a good DM. I wouldn't say I'm the best DM or, even a fantastic or great DM, but I think I'm a good DM, a good solid DM. Yeah, people who started this hobby were well-read and generally liked math. Yeah, they liked history and they liked math because they had formal classic educations, Chris. Players back then, they had no problem reading the whole book and loved the rules. Yeah. I mean, I suppose to be fair a little bit, there was less entertainment options, back then. So on a snowy day up in the north in, Lake Geneva or Erie, PA, you can just, I got nothing to do. There's shit all on the 13 channels on TV.
13? What are you, Mr. Moneybucks? We had 4.
Mr. Big Bucks, what'd you do? Rob a bank? Yeah, so you could read a book, and there's really no excuse. You could still do that now. It's just people's brains are being wired completely different because of these fucking things, which I lament and have fallen prey to some extent too. Hungar for 5. Thank you, sir. The players have an obligation to know their characters. They do. And any rules that intersect with their characters, they have an obligation to know them well. Fuibos for 5. If I screw up my rules, it's on me. Next turn, I will know 3.5 and 2nd edition gang. Yep. Thank you, Fuibos. Yeah, I mean, nobody's perfect. If we fuck up a rule, I'll just be like, oh, okay, well, look, we played it wrong this time. Let's just do it right next time.
Moving forward, yep.
Moving forward, you don't ever want to lose friends or have, hard feelings over something silly at the table, like, just an encounter gone bad or like a ruling or something like that. I will always try to explain myself if I'm doing something off the books, so to speak. And that's when I think the group just kind of has to trust me in that I'm doing it for either game balance purposes or some other.
This is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you.
Some other reason. I think, like I said, as described before, I don't have it out. These guys will laugh because I will lament how I roll so shitty sometimes. But I keep telling him, like, I don't want you guys to think this is a cakewalk. Like that encounter was way too easy, but it was way too easy because the dice
Just fell that way that day.
Yeah, that's the way the dice fell. It could go seriously wrong, and there's going to come a day where, who knows? You know, we could be in TPKville, and I'm just going to be like, you know, guys, this is just the way it is. When you're on the ground dying, these guys aren't giving you any quarter. They're putting a sword through your neck. You're dead. And it's just because that's just the kind of guys you're fighting. Whereas, you know, sometimes, you know, you might be kept around. So, like I said, always keep it real. Keep it real to the world. Cal for 2. I know my character, but not myself. You know, I think we have a parody here, Cal. Don't be going to the 2 towers. Well, the 2 towers don't exist anymore, but don't go trying to find the Great Hall, if you know what I mean. Ryan for 10.
Bitter dregs.
Run a variety of systems: D&D, Pathfinder, Pokemon, Fiasco. We like Fiasco. We like once every year or two we'll bust out Fiasco. Vampire, the Masquerade, Wraith, the something or other. I can't remember what Wraith is. The only consistent theme is that the majority of players and people suck. That's life. Truly the bitterest of dregs. Yes. That's why if you have a good drew, that's why I've always been very protective of my game group, because I know how lucky I am that I have a group that has shown up for over 20 years. And like I said, I haven't scared them off too much, you know, with the DMing. So I try to be very appreciative and, you know, giving when I can. Try to give them a square game, as they say. Chris, Cal has a good point. Old players were war gamers. Yeah, you lost soldiers in your army all the time. So in D&D, the loss of a PC wasn't that dramatic. I was watching Roger Rebus's stream last night, and they were talking Shadowdark, and this guy had a good point. He said, you know, I've lost characters in other games, and it's hit me harder, and I kind of got pissed. Got over it, of course. He's like, but man, he's like, there were times I just, you know, didn't sit right with me or whatever. He's like, just the way Shadowdark is set up, he's like, and I think he played a thief, which is something that Crazy Mouse would appreciate. He's like, if my thief died in Shadowdark, he'd be like, that's terrible. When can I start rolling up the next one? You know, it was like, it's not, I don't know. Shadowdark has this weird vibe going on. It's hard to put your finger on, but I like it. Like I said, even if we ever move on, there's going to be a lot of things from Shadowdark I think we're going to keep. That carousing system and the experience point system, I hate to say it, guys, it's good. It's really good in Shadowdark. I like it. A lot of other things too. It just kind of has a good, like I said, the whole scene around it, I think, is good. Cyberfender for 2. The American Western is alive and well. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeedly do, sir. Snake Oil Sean.
You have nice manners for a thief and a liar.
Give him one of the new ones too, Crazy.
Sure.
Mouse. Give him one of them new ones.
And then the dragon just yawned.
Ooh, that's called foreshadowing. Thank you, Crazy Mouse. And thank you, Sean, for
there was somebody and it's gone now. They were a member for 27 months.
Oh, wow.
And I cannot find it.
I don't think they show up in the social stream, so you'd probably have to go back to the other one. Hold on one second. I could probably find that out for you, Crazy Mouse.
It's on the one on the right, but not the...
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, that is the Mighty Crew.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Howard, thank you. 27
Howard
months.
Hughes, my man. I've always given reading, learning D&D rules credit for my SAT scores. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely, buddy. Yeah, I mean, it's
17 months for Edgelord.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, we'll try to keep an eye out for sometimes those those member comments.
Those go by really quick.
Yeah, they go by really quick. So
and the ones on the left, you can't see what they are. You have to really see them on the right.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just have a little grace if we do miss it. And by the way, if you really want it seen, just say, hey, you missed this crazy.
And I will find it.
Yeah. Thank you, Howard. Yeah. Yeah. Back in the day, I think you could say unequivocally, gamers probably had a little bit more book smarts, I guess. I wouldn't say they were like better people or more interesting people. They probably, by and large, just were, maybe a tad more book smart, a little bit more savvy on things. Oh, hey, Roger. Yeah. Obviously you saw, I was just talking about that. Yeah. Osiris Zoran, member for 10 months. Thank you,
awesome
sir.
too.
Yeah, like I said, I like the Shadow Dark thing, but I like others too. The only thing I'd say about Shadow Dark is it might come a point where the options are so limited, like the spells for example. That is a very, very small spell list. That's maybe where you want to dig in and lean on some of the older stuff in D&D. I think there's a way you could probably marry the two up. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Saint Sumerian for fun.
Hey, it's like you got your chocolate in my peanut butter.
Just pulled out my copy of Dragon Strike to play with the kids. Nice. They were blown away. I began by saying, feeling brave tonight? How brave. Very good. Thank you, Saint Sumerian. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Like I said, I'm liking what I see. We're coming towards the end of our little mini campaign and in Shadow Dark, and then we'll just have to decide as a group where we're going next. I will listen to the group because I'm having fun playing that. So we will see. $10 got a copy of Shadow Dark inbound. Any good splat or source books you would recommend for it?
You've got to ask yourself one question. Yep. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Mm-hmm. Do you? Thank you very much, Jeffrem, for 10. I would stick with the official ones, honestly. Stick with the zines, which have different classes like the Ranger and like the Pit Fighter, a couple of others too. I don't know if I would go third party. Don't, let those in, let the right one in, as like the old movie, the vampire movie, let the right one in. So I would honestly at first just stick with just the rule book and the official classes that come out from her zines. Like I said, there might be like I know there's a Ranger, a Pit Fighter, and I think there's like one more too, maybe like a Warlock or something. Other than that, just go with the book because it's all you need, because that's why you're buying it. You're buying it for simplicity. If you want a bunch of add-on rules and stuff like that, then, you have to ask yourself, is this the game, for us, for my group? Enjoy the simplicity of it. It's a very elegant game, I would say. It's a good way to put it. Hey, Craig, for $10. Good advice or bad advice? Hit dice should be race-based, not class-based. Ooh, half-orcs die 10, humans and dwarves die 8, elves die 6, halflings die 4. I could get behind that. Yeah, I can get behind that. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like rules like that. I tell you, let's do our second DM advice. We'll go for a little bit. And I'm going to give you guys, and remind me if I forget here, Crazy Bass. I'm going to give you guys an alternative resurrection rule. See what you guys think. I love kind of workshopping this stuff. What I hate about these DM advice videos, they are all so basic bitch. Hey guys, don't over prepare, but also don't under prepare either. How the fuck is that going to help anybody?
Sounds like a Ginny D.
Yeah, it is.
Did I fail my con save?
Honestly, she did a version of that. I would have even clipped it today. It was like kind of on the list, but as you know, the software went down. Yeah, it's so stupid. So I will give you a little bit of advice after this, but I want you guys to see the kind of stuff that's out there.
We can also talk here about the other safety tools like lines and veils and X cards, which allow players to let the table know certain topics that make them uncomfortable, or giving them the power to shut it down when they're feeling uncomfortable. No discussion, no questions asked. And this is entirely optional depending on the table. But I do believe one thing. If someone is aggressively against X cards or lines and veils, or just don't care about the psychological well-being of their players at all, that's a huge red flag. You cannot want to use them at your table for a variety of reasons, but if it's just because it's woke, then I'd be very cautious. And world building, character creation, safety tools, explaining how the game actually works. All this and more can be fleshed out in a Session Zero. A Session Zero that I'm running tomorrow.
I'm not a Session Zero fan.
No. Like, but these are the kind of guys that I can't believe somebody like this would go on the internet and be like, yeah, I'm going to tell you how to play your game. I barely do this anymore, just because, like I said, all the basic bitch advice is out there.
This. Alexa, how screwed am I?
It is not looking good, sire.
Luckily, I'm a TTRPG expert, and there is no way I can mess this up.
I'm a TTRPG expert. No, dude, no, you're not. I can tell just by looking at you. These guys, this irrational certitude that people have, this Dunning-Kruger effect, where everybody thinks they're just, oh man, I'm amazing. I'm a fucking expert. I'm going to tell you. Oh, he is a fucking commie, Saint Sumerian. Yeah, absolutely. You heard that in the beginning. It's a little suspect.
So this video is about Session Zeros for any TTRPG. I've played a bunch of new ones recently. While they'll have different resources available...
Great, Patrick. Safety tools belong in a garage, dork, yep. In one of them old Stanley toolboxes.
...for them, they all pretty much do the exact same thing. So I wanted to create a definitive guide on how to run a Session Zero that you can take to change to suit to your table. I truly believe that a Session Zero done right makes a campaign 10 times better, but it's also an incredibly fun session in and of itself, or at least it should be.
Does his pants match the wall? When they go back and show him...
I printed out a title card, but I ran out of ink. Action. So Session Zeros are tricky because you don't actually get to do them that often. In the past 5 years, I've ran 3
He starts talking about his air conditioner from what I remember, so that there might be another chance.
Session Zeros, because I tend to run quite long campaigns or one-shots. And honestly, I've never quite run a Session Zero I'm entirely proud of. My last one was okay, the one before that was lackluster to say the least, and my first one ever was a disaster. So this guide will be a PDF, a checklist that we're creating in this
Yeah, I bet it's a PDF, if you know what I mean. I already want to
video to go through step by step in my future Session Zeros. Just to make sure they're the best they can be. And it all starts with this, the first step. I've printed off a bunch of resources that I've got online. Blank character sheets, a quick start guide, a character creation guide, maps. You'll usually get everything.
Yeah, PDFs and maps.
It looks like underneath one of those papers is a picture, probably of Chris Hemsworth dressed as Thor.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll need from whichever TTRPG's official website, but you can also steal from other TTRPGs too. For example, I really like the maps you can get from the Daggerheart website for Daggerheart.
Daggerheart, I love Daggerheart. This guy goes hard in for like Daggerheart.
Kind of like Orion Akaba. Carne Asada.
Carne Asada is like way cooler than this D-bag. This guy's a little commie fag. I don't like him.
I would still use them in D&D too. Now, I'm not going to use all this stuff, but they're nice to have. And I'm going to be making this Session Zero checklist document free on my Patreon. Link in the description.
Bonus action. That's this guy's channel.
Also, supporting me
80,000, 70,000 subs or something.
There helps a lot. The funds I make there go directly into these videos, either to buy products to review, production quality, or just equipment and gear that allows me to make these videos.
Or somewhere to find my pants that match the paint.
Yeah.
You guys,
take it over to Sherwin-Williams.
I love these guys that talk about any money you get, I'll put it back. I'll buy some books, I'll review them.
Sharon.
Any money you guys give me, it's going down the old hatch, if you know what I mean. Booze and drugs.
Up with that one.
Booze, drugs, and hookers. $5 for Edensism.
Thank you.
I put this Muppet on Ignore channel like 2 years ago. Oh, really? You and him are old friends, huh?
Sorry to bring it back up then.
Gay Sean Connery. Julio. Me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Oh, we got something for him.
You're a bastard from a basket.
Mm-hmm. Bastard from a basket, indeed. Good to see you, Julio.
I managed to buy myself a portable AC unit, so I can actually film when it's 32 degrees.
Give me some money on me Patreon so I can get an air conditioner. You bum. You jobless bum.
It's in this very room. Kind of. I can't film while the AC is on because...
Get a job.
It's very loud. It also means I have this tube thing running through my room now, but that's a necessary evil. So, gather your resources is the first on this list. At the very least, have a core rulebook, easily accessible, and character sheets for everyone who needs them. These could all...
Oh, man. That is like, guys, that is world-class advice. Give everybody a character sheet. Oh, man. No DM could have ever thought of, even if, I mean...
Even Condor would have come up with that one.
Yeah, yeah.
All, of course, be digital as well.
The state of DM advice on YouTube. It's like, I watched the Bobby Heenan interview. 2 hours on, I think, Title Match Wrestling. Great interview if you've never watched it. Just Bobby Heenan. Just, it was kind of after, WCW got bought out and all that. Just like, they're just like, what do you think's, the future of wrestling? He's like, it's over. I mean, in some respects he was wrong, but in others he's kind of right. He's like, everybody knows our tricks. Everybody knows our tricks. I don't think YouTube has done the world of role-playing a great service by just putting every DM trick out there. So it's now just like common knowledge. Not that there was like tricks we protected, but there was a little bit of a fraternity aspect to it. Now it's been cheapened. You got guys like this telling you how to run a successful game. This guy's an awful DM. I can tell already. This is someone who's more worried about bookkeeping. Always beware of DMs that are these huge bookkeeping DMs. Like, I like to keep track of this. I got 10 notebooks, and during the session, like any good DM never runs their games that way. Like, what kind of players do you have? Half of my, like 3/4 of my table takes fastidious notes about everything. So all I have to do is be like, when you guys were here, or did you guys go here? Did you run into them? Everybody knows everything about the campaign. I don't need to, bring the game to a complete and utter halt as I sit there and write down everything that's happening. God, you can't fucking
really
remember.
Recommend creating your world with your players.
Yeah,
And
I think it's Great Britain, DB. Yeah, so I think that's probably why. Although I do say I do have a floor unit like that for our house. It is getting a little bit long in the tooth, though, to your point.
Printing off maps or pages of details about
He shut his pants.
There you go.
To pass around. Now, you don't have to...
Path around. Yeah, print stuff on your inkless printer. Run a game in a 1-bedroom apartment with no AC. Yeah,
the stink level will be off the chart.
Yeah, sounds like heaven to me. Heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. Cal, dear Lolth, I'm now supporting evil and big butts. Especially those big butts, Cal. I know you. Edgelord for 2. Is this his gerbil tube?
Stop it.
That's his Richard Gere Memorial Tube. Yes. Amino for 2. I think someone broke his jaw in the past. He probably tried explaining how to be a DM to the wrong person.
I think Amino won some hit on some scratchers today.
Hey, gimme. Like I said, booze and hookers. Patrick Demo for 5. YouTube is a great way to learn a new skill, like I did doing car repairs. Oh, yeah. Home improvements, computer skills, etc. Too bad this doesn't apply to RPGs. It really doesn't, because it's got a lot of people out there thinking that just because they watch a Matt Colville video And trust me, like Matt Colville's probably on the better end of this schlock. You know, that they too can run a DM. I'm really starting to think that most DMs, not all, but most DMs are born and not bred. I think it's just in you or it isn't.
Who had Richard Gere and gerbils on their bingo card today?
Hey, only in this channel. This guy.
Create the world with your players, of course.
And yeah, to your point too, Patrick Demo, YouTube is great for stuff like I've consulted it to like change breakers on my electric box, you know, do things with my car too. Yeah. It's a miracle for certain things. But this kind of stuff, this is just, you know, masturbatory bullshit.
GMs enjoy doing that all themselves. But every GM is different, every table is different. And session zeros are often seen by a lot of players as a boring step that
it is.
They have to do before they can actually play the game. But
it is. And these guys get a perverse thrill putting them through the ringer doing this kind of stuff. If people don't have their characters done, and it's happened here, hey guys, we're going to start something up. Just get your characters ready, you know, tell me, just give me the bare bones. I'll tell you what you need to know. We roll that night. I don't know.
Come an hour early.
Yeah, come an hour early. Do your characters. In any modern role-playing game, your character can be rolled up in about a half hour.
Mm-hmm.
From soup to nuts, stem to stern, half hour. And if you have a good group, they know they don't need to write a fucking, you know, 2-page backstory. Just a couple things like, oh, my guy will be, you know, he'll come from this area of the country or whatever, or you know, this character will be related to that, you know, other one at the table. Oh, good enough to go. And guess what? If you have a good DM, they'll just riff on it and go. They don't need to watch retards like this. Before we start, we would talk about the boring aspects of session 0.
Gerbils.
Yeah, gerbils. Travis, but they must pay.
in this video, I'm going to show you how to make session zeros actually fun. And it feels like you're already playing the game, whatever it may be. And even get some combat in there too. So my first fun tip.
Don't even label it session 0. Guys, we're going to play. Show up an hour early to roll up your fucking characters and let's go.
Aside from make the world with your players, if you're willing to try it, because that is fun. But also have stuff around the table that you can pass around. Sheets of paper.
Have stuff around the table.
Information, maps, all this stuff you're printing out. If you pass it around the table, and while you're talking to one person or helping another person understand.
How old do you reckon this guy is, Crazy Mouse?
You know, he's going to be late 20s.
Yeah.
Maybe Larry Bird, maybe 33.
Yeah.
That's as high as I'm going.
29 to 33.
Eric Dickerson to Larry Bird.
Yep, Larry Bird. Imagine calling yourself an expert at anything at the age of like 20. Like Elon Musk wouldn't have called himself an expert at anything. He probably still wouldn't to this day. Yet these
Chris says 24. Van says mid-20s to early 30s.
My guess is 28 to 29. That would be my guess. Gun to head. I'm an expert at roleplaying.
The rules, other players have something to look through and check out. Whether it's drawing on maps, text they can be reading through, or books they can be flipping through, have stuff on the table for them and encourage them to look through it. Something for the drawers, the readers, and the flippers.
And then the dragon just
shut your mouth.
All right, I might have thrown that in there.
You dirty dog.
I told AI, I'm like, I put a picture of this guy. I'm like, give him horn rim glasses, make him cross-eyed, buck teeth. I would have just said make him look retarded, but you know, you got to watch that with AI. So I think AI in this case did a smashing job, if you know what I mean.
God damn it, does my room get hot fast as soon as I turn that thing off. So the second thing you need to gather before it...
What a bum. A jobless bum. If you're complaining at all about the heat, like what, you can't afford to run your air conditioning? Run your fucking air conditioning for 6 hours before you do the video. Turn your room into an icebox, then film. T&B. Titties and beer for 10.
Love's in the breathless excitement of night.
Good pull.
Where's O'Hara chuckling? There she is.
In cold morning light.
Cold morning light. We need to discuss the Epstein thing, or we won't have games anymore. Yeah, this is irrelevant given what we learned this week. Yeah, there's some weird stuff in there. I saw Zoran Mamdani's like mother is in the Epstein files. Then somebody's like, is Zoran Mamdani like Epstein's kid? Mind like fucking blown. Yeah.
Sessions don't even start.
I'm sure we have barely touched the surface of that T&B. My wife does a lot of volunteer work as far as like translating documents and putting them online. Like she did that for the JFK files, and she said like there's a call out there to put the Epstein files out there, so she might actually do that.
Are your thoughts? And this is the hardest part, honestly. After this, the checklist gets really easy. But as the GM, you need to know what kind of game you want to play. Forget the players for a second. The game will be the most fun if everyone at the table is having fun, including the GM. Think about the...
So I said, make this guy, I was after the first one, I said, make this guy clumsy, like have him spill his dice, knock over this DM screen, and spill a pop. So obviously the AI was having a little problem with the DM screen as he somehow like put a whole TV up there, but I thought it was funny enough. I love that. Like ignore your players for a minute. Oh yeah. Just you do exactly what you want to do. Just ram it down their throat. I don't know about that. I mean, if your players trust you, that's one thing. But this is all about I'm a DM and I need to have fun. To me, the DM's fun should always be in the process. You're an entertainer. You're getting one of the most valuable skills, like low key, one of the most valuable skills as a DM is just being able to speak in front of people, like without fear of anything. Like I had to give a presentation at work in front of a bunch of people, like just, kind of not spur of the moment, but, kind of short notice. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Went in there, owned the fucking room, but that's solely just due to repetition. Like I'm not like speaking in front of people doesn't bother me anymore. It's like
Double D was a reader at my wedding.
Yeah. I love doing stuff like that. I don't think I'm ever going to fail at it. If I lose my place or something, I'm just like, it's happened before. So there's no fear. As a DM, you have a gift of getting a very valuable skill. And like you get to be the world in which your players are in. And that's a huge responsibility, but a huge, privilege too. And I think better DMs are a good counterpuncher. They're not all about like, oh, here's the way it's going to be from the start because I like to do these kinds of things. I only like this. Yeah, you can kind of soup it up a little bit with what you like, but man, you gotta go with what your players are doing. And you always got to be prepared to walk away from stuff that you've semi-prepped. Or, you're kind of thinking like, well, I think they're going to do this. And then they surprise you and be like, fuck it, we're out of here. We don't want to do this anymore. And then as a DM, you're just like, okay, where to? Just move on from there, man. It's the way it's got to be. It's the way it's got to be. Oi, mate, says Osiris Zoran.
Hold on.
$10.
Yeah, we got something for $10.
Oi.
You got a skinny little runt named Dalton working here.
Hey, I know you.
Do you have a license to make the DM advice video? You got
Sharon.
a license for that? Sharon! Sounds like hate speech, mate. Straight to the clanker. British accent. Always a disregarded opinion. Yeah. Lately, yeah. Used to be cute. Every one of these white guy, like UK gamers, not everyone, because I know there's a couple, on my channel that are, come out hardcore, and we love them. But man, by and large, they're all like this guy. They're all like this guy. Little fruity little guys who are probably like, I love me the immigrants, man. Give me like 100 more Pakistanis in my neighborhood. I can't get enough.
Can they stay with you? I don't have the room.
Oh, no. Got no room in here. Got no room. Oh, sorry.
I got an air conditioner.
Yeah, I got an air conditioner. They'll make it too humid in here. It's dudes like him that let England get invaded. Yep, says Saint Sumerian. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Brought to you by Carl's Jr.
I'm the Secretary of State. Brought to you by Carl's Jr.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because they pay me every time I do.
Hey.
Doy.
Thank you, Joe, and thank you for being a member.
Session Zero as a pitch meeting. You're pitching this game to your players, but you're also the studio head who can greenlight the idea. No, actually, forget that. You're a showrunner, a head writer, and you've come into the writer's room with a plan for the next episode or next season, and the writers are all gonna pitch in their ideas and help you create this thing. That's what your players are kind of doing in a Session Zero. But you can't just walk into the room with nothing.
Cough, Jim, cough.
You need a plan first. This is where something like campaign frames in Daggerheart or D&D setting books or even adventure books can come into play. Now, you can create your worlds in
We got
any
somebody
setting.
on Kick. Will you send us something so we can see what it looks like?
So it's probably Ryan. It's probably just Ryan over there.
Well, send us something, Ryan.
Logged in on Kick. There is one person on Kick right now.
You want, it can be completely your own creation, but you will want to think about genre, tone, and direction. For my Session Zero, tomorrow I'm going to be using the Witherwild campaign frame, which is
Ooh, the Witherwild. Never heard of it.
really about, in my
Sounds faggy to me.
I don't like it already.
Don't like it. Don't like it. These modern kids, yeah, they do overthink everything. Railroading only happens if the DM has a predetermined story to tell. Yep. DM and PC should not be trying to tell their story. D&D is not a novel. You know, there's also these, what I've noticed too is sometimes there's these like, it seems like there's these mini railroads where maybe they don't have like an overarching grand plan, but they don't allow the players to pull up, you know, like if they're invested in something and then somebody changes their mind or something happens, you throw in something that you weren't expecting had the effect it did, and all of a sudden they're like, whoa, we gotta stop here. A lot of DMs will still think they have to commit to this portion of the railroad, if you know what I'm talking about. And it's like, no, they gotta have freedom of movement. Just gotta have freedom of movement. Dude's voice can be used by OBGYNs as hormone replacement therapy for menopausal women, says Badger for 5.
Stop it.
It's definitely, yeah, Mrs. D would call that a turn off guy and a turn off voice. Yeah. Her reaction, I can tell, would be
mind civilization versus nature. And in Matthew Mercer's Age of Umbra campaign, he flat out said it was Dark Souls inspired, because that goes so much further than saying it's a dark, gritty setting.
Oh, man, that's old school. What's his name? Safety blankets at the helm.
Yeah. Yep. Age of Umbra. He's like giving Matt Mercer plaudits for saying, hey, this by the way, I think up until recently, you know, the worst received Critical Role season is Dark Souls inspired. Well, Dark Souls is a video game. There's like a board game for it. Like, why? Like, what does that bring to the table? Oh, we're going to rip off. This isn't going to be original, guys. This is going to be a rip off. Okay. I don't know. It's like, why are we ripping off games that are ripping off things that came before it? You could just say it's classic storytelling.
I think it says inspirational quote.jpg.
Yeah, it's like one of those fucking like one of those millennial ironic things like, oh, see, this will be like good in a Rick and Morty, inspirational quote JPEG.
Raj, in and now out. See ya.
See you,
Have
Raj.
a good night, buddy.
Yep. Remember, guys, CNYCon in the summer.
Yep.
Check it out online. Just Google CNY, Central New York Gaming Convention. I will be there. Mrs. D will be there.
Rogan said he was.
Rogan said he's going. Hopefully that'll be the case. I know some other folks in the chat are going. Greg Gillespie will be there. Come game with us.
I've not seen Greg in the chat yet today.
Yeah, Greg, he comes and goes, and he's been, like I said, a little under the weather. I think he's getting better, but you know, obviously he's a busy guy. Busy guy.
Dark Souls or Soulsborne, I don't actually know. I've not really played those games. I need to. But even though I've not played those games, I still know exactly
there
what
she is
tone
in the bottom
and
shelf.
Oh, yeah. Little car wash angel.
5 days, because me filming this video has been all over the place. I did my session 0. It went okay, but it did make me realize...
Wait. Now his pants and shirt match.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's like Garanimals. Remember Garanimals?
Oh, God, yeah. You're like, Mom, don't get me Garanimals. Everybody will notice.
I need to add some stuff to my session 0 list. But as far as this guide goes, if you've collected your resources and your thoughts, we're on to the session itself. Oh, and by the way, what is not on this list is actually communicating with players and arranging a time and place, the organizational stuff. But I do have a tip here. Have a set amount of weeks you want to run this campaign. Even if you kind of want it to just keep going forever, just say that you want to run Daggerheart on Friday nights for 6 weeks, or you want to play D&D for 4 weeks, and that you won't cancel unless less than 3 players can make it. Your players will be thankful that they have an out in case they're not enjoying it, and you can wrap up an arc in those 4 or 6 weeks, then see if anyone wants to stay on and keep playing.
So here's the expert DM. The expert DM has so little confidence in himself, he needs to sell his game as a 6-week miniseries. Is that where we're at?
Yep.
These are the experts now.
North and South, Roots, and this guy's game.
Yeah. Winds of War.
Jesus of Nazareth.
Hey, Hungar, good night, buddy. Yep. Have a good one, brother. Love you.
And this guy's game.
Yeah. That's not how you do it. I mean, why would you sell to your players? They can probably already smell like, he's like, oh, I want to give them an out. Why do you want to give your players an out for your game?
Not just that, Double D, think of it from another point of view. Tin Can Chris had a campaign that he was running a game with a definite out because he was moving. And we were playing it, and then he steamrolled a whole bunch of stuff to try to fit it in, and we didn't. And then he goes, we'd probably needed about 6 more sessions.
Yeah. We're all looking at each other. Oh, okay. Like you did understand that you had a finite amount of time here, but that's almost why I say sometimes, DMing, not all the time, but sometimes good DMs are born, not bred.
I've done all my D&D and Daggerheart games like this, and players who say they only want to do the 6 weeks are often the ones that ask to keep going, then end up playing for 6 months, if not years. But yeah, not on my checklist is the actual arranging of the session 0. I also don't have, clean the house and shower on here too. But also do those things, do. You're also allowed to request players bring snacks and drinks as tribute, but you cannot get mad at them if they don't. But the next official thing up is, and I'm going off the Daggerheart core rulebook here, which
of course you're going after Daggerheart.
Bats.
Attamoy, 2006 for $4.99. This is the face of someone who'd call the police on anyone who shows him an offensive meme. Yes, he would. Yeah, he'd be a little rat.
Like a dog.
Like a dog. Beck. Yeah, this would be a rat who would blow in somebody who he knew made a post about the fact that, hey, I don't want 12-year-old girls being sexually assaulted by Pakistani men. He'd be like, oi, you got a license for that? Sharon, you got a license for that? You can't say that about our Paki friends.
has a great session 0 section, player introductions. Let me just get the book. Haha! Oh my god, this smells so good still, by the way. How do they make it smell so good? If this is what the candles smell like that Darrington Press sends out to their favourite YouTubers, then I am jealous. One day I will be a Darrington Press favourite. One day I'll get a candle. But first thing, this book...
Oh, what a fag.
You know where you can go get candles? Just at Walmart. They sell them there.
Yeah.
Different scents, which give off different throws, if you will, if you know anything about candles.
Mm-hmm. You want a fancy one, you get a Yankee candle or some shit like that.
One that crackles.
If you don't offer to help the host with food and pay the DM's way, you suck as a player. Yeah, fortunately, our group is good. Guys usually kick in, bring stuff. So, but Here's the thing. If you're the DM, you're the host, you're asking people to get in their car and drive to your house all the time. You owe them some pop. In our case, we have some beer here too. And, we always have just a baseline snacks. We have like peanuts, potato chips, some cookies, stuff like that. And then, sometimes people will bring other things on top of that. So
me and Mrs. D sometimes go to Aldi's, hit down the Aldi's Finds aisle and bring some different flavored pretzel chip or something like that.
Or the famous Stroopwafel.
Mm.
Mrs. D found some Stroopwafel this week. I said, "You're a good little Nazi. You found me the Stroopwafel." God, those things are good.
Chris, I noticed it as well. It's on this like fake.
Oh, I see that. Is that like the sorting hat from Harry Potter or something?
Looks like it.
It's faggy, however. This guy, I want to be a Darrington Press wonk. I want Darrington Press to give me a candle. I just want to smell Matt Mercer's balls.
18 months right here.
18 months, Frank G.
Thank you, Frank.
Schreinerbach is free for my group. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your patronage. It's much appreciated. Oh, Walgreens has. We don't have any. Do we have any Walgreens?
One.
Oh, we have one. Okay. Where's it at?
By the Y, Glenwood Y. Across the street.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, where the big boy used to be.
Yep.
Okay. I'm with you. Noted. So when Mrs. D comes back empty-handed and says,
I can't find any.
Can't find it. Those are, she was telling me, those are Christmas items. Now I can go, liar! You get your ass to Walgreens and get me my Stroopwafel, woman. All the cons sell them. They are knitted wizard hats. Okay, made for women, but he has one. Oh, okay. So it's actually a femmy thing. Shocking, Chris. Shocking, yeah. I mean, just the fact that he's glazing Darrington Press and Daggerheart, this failure of a game.
One should do during a session 0 is player introductions, which is what it sounds like. It's getting settled in, getting to know each other. And all the steps in this book can be used in D&D and other TTRPGs too.
Is that a sex paddle? What is that?
Oh, yeah. Running straight down behind
Is that his love
left
dungeon
ear.
over there?
Yeah.
What is that thing?
I don't know about that. He's been a naughty boy. I've been a naughty boy.
This one's
Spank
for you.
me, Trevor.
This one's for you, Double D.
Stingers are great if you haven't had one. Ooh, stingers. I pick them up all the time. Okay. Thank you, Travis. Stingers.
Games, we normally chit-chat for like 30 minutes before we start the game.
So boffer sword, yeah. Is that what they're calling them these days?
Yeah.
Is that what the kids are calling them these days?
LARPing sword.
Okay, yeah.
This will change
Probably.
from table to table. But I think it's important.
All right, this isn't really helping his case.
We thought it was a sex paddle.
Yeah, but I'm not sure which is worse.
And by we, I mean me.
Sex paddle or LARPing sword. I don't know which one's worse.
Important to have some time before you really get into it, just so the session does not feel too much like homework. During this time though, you can hand out info about the game or the setting for the players to look through. Players can look through character sheets and play guides and can ask you any questions about it. It is important to show all the players the core rulebook here and get them thinking about what kind of character they want to play. Next up in this book is Session Overview and cats, or as I like to call it, the pitch. You are going to pitch your overall ideas for the game to the players. Then
Oh my lord, this guy's a failed writer, just a complete mess, jobless idiot. Stroopwafel titties and beer. It's like two little, like flat waffle, like maybe about like yay big.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and in between is it's caramel, right?
Yep. Well, there's different flavors, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean the only good one that I've seen, well, the one that I've tried is caramel, and I wouldn't go anywhere else. Just flat. It's like a very flattened waffle on both sides, and in between is caramel, but it's like very thin. Oh,
going to pitch things at you,
That's your
making the
Stroopwafel.
game more interesting and fun for them. You're kind of giving
This
your
house
expectations.
smells like cat shit.
Oh yeah. It's that cat has pissed everywhere, I bet. Oh, he's got 3 of them. I looked ahead. He's got like 3 of them. He has 3 cats.
to the players, and they are giving their expectations to you and each other. And if you have ever read any Reddit TTRPG horror stories, you know that expectations not being met is the #1 cause for games to just.
Oh, I read Reddit all the time. Players' expectations not being met. Maybe your players are a bunch of faggots.
Maybe that's why he busted
This
out
is not
that,
the same.
that sex sword.
Yeah. Bend him over the table, hit him with the boffer sword.
As world building. So if people talk too much about the world, cities, factions, anything like that, you can just ask them to save it for the next section. This section is about the direction of the game, and by that I mean artistic direction. And yes, I did say cats before and then moved past it quickly, but don't worry, we're talking about it now. And it has nothing to do with cats the animal, like this demon child. We have nicknames for all our cats, by the way. Asmodeus, Satanus, Beelzebub. The atrocities that I have seen. Now, Cats here is an acronym.
Yeah. Nope. That's not gonna fly. That ain't gonna fly with Double D. Nope.
What's this cat? Let's try to figure out what CAT stands for. Can't anyone
talk sense?
Yeah, can anyone talk sense?
For C, concept. A, aim. T, tone. And S, subscribe. No, sorry, S is actually for subject, which is actually quite serious.
We didn't
so
get
I
any
should
of them
not
right.
made a joke about that. In this session overview and cat section, we want to be discussing each of these topics with our players so we're all on the same page. This allows for the world to be built out, the characters to be built out, and the story to be built out in a way that is all cohesive. For the C, concept, you can talk about the big picture of the campaign. What is the genre? What kind of characters will there be? What are some of the themes the game will be exploring? For A, aim, this is what
How about you tell them? How about you guys just play it? And then you'll find out.
You and the players want from the campaign. In a perfect world, what would you like to get out of it? Do you want to explore anything in particular? Are you just there for fun? Do you just want combat? You maybe want to build your own confidence up. Are you going to level up to the max level? Is this going to be a multi-year campaign? This is where you talk about all that stuff. For T, tone, you can ask, is this a laid-back, casual vibe? Will it be silly and funny, or will it be grim and dark? This is super important for when the players are making characters, because they don't want to come in with Smudge the rainbow goblin wizard who just wants to prank people when you guys are playing like a super dark, gritty Game of Thrones campaign. And S, subject. Do you or your players want something specific in the game? Is that anything some people really do not want? Are people okay
We got you. You don't got to worry about your spelling.
with blood and gore? Or
I'm not a good speller either.
Hello, reading van.
Hello, I was in the reading van for 9 years.
giant spiders, or romance. You can really get into it on each topic of cats and make sure as the GM you let the players know your preferences, but also allow them to all talk about their own preferences.
Is that an AT-AT?
Ooh, I believe so.
Yeah.
Cool.
Topic 2, with each other. This section of the Session 0 is not just for the players to understand.
Complete ass times. Suckers. Occasional dabbler. Bet his players walked during the cats stage. Yeah. Oh, guys, no, stay around till at least 4 weeks. You
can't go anywhere. 7.
At least the guy must listen to Ghost, so he has one redeeming quality. There you go. Left for Vultures. Left for Vultures, I put your I did spotlight your campaign earlier and put the link in the description. So there's our friend Left for Vultures. Check out his dragon.
The dragon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. 5e, if any of you guys are still tooling with 5e.
You were about 2,600 or 2,400 away from your goal?
From 10, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So looking good. Got almost a month to go, so looking good.
And the GM's expectations.
We
All
need
for
to
the
hit,
GM to understand
and then
the
our
players'
streak stays
expectations,
intact.
but also for the players to understand
Jeff
each
Hatch is
other's
here.
expectations.
Where?
Now, the next 2 steps are character creation and world building.
There you
can
are.
do these in any order you want. You may feel like
Good to
building
see
out
you,
the
Jeff.
world first will allow your players to create more compelling characters that fit into the setting, or you may feel like building the characters first will allow you to build out a more tailored world. In general, I'm going to be starting with character creation, meaning I want to concentrate on the 3 C's. I don't know, I just
Oh,
like
boy. All right, chat. What do we got?
Commies can't create.
Acronyms. Creation, character, connections. Creation is the actual mechanical creation of the character. Character is what makes them tick, their goals, fears, and quirks, and connections is how they are connected to each other and the world. For creation, you just follow the steps the core rulebook of whichever system you are playing tells you to. You know, choose class, ancestry or species, equipment.
There you go, guys. Good Western name, Western RPG name for Chris. Let's get her done.
And all that good stuff. Go through the motions. My tip here is not to throw out all the options at once though. If players need to choose a class and an ancestry and a background, for example, do each one at a time with the whole group. Talk through the classes, everyone chooses a class. Look at ancestries, everyone chooses an ancestry. Don't move on to the next thing until everyone understands and is happy with their choice. Most importantly, be patient here. I mean, be patient through
Bigus Dickus. He sounds like the guy from Life of Brian. That weird speech impediment he has.
He also reminds me of this guy.
These pictures were just for me.
Thank you for that. I got to get that out of there. Can't be subject to that. All right. I think I'm going to eject this guy. As the great Mike Tyson once said,
fuck off.
Fuck you. It's just a fight.
Have a nice fight, Mike.
Off. All these people who are like, oh, the magic of DMing. It's a mystical thing. It's like it's really not. It's not. You have to be good. Oh, there you go. 6 gun, win the West. Wild gun. Oh, I like Wild Guns. Wild Guns is a early clubhouse favorite.
So Travis says high noon.
Ooh, high noon. Make sure there's no copyright infringement there, though. No trademark violation.
Run to the hills, says Titty and Beers.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Run to the hills, yeah. Little maiden there. Good one, T&B. Not those pictures, says Cal.
These pictures, they're just for me.
Not those ones.
I put myself in my own spank bank.
Those ones. You just sent me to federal prison for 20 years. Yeah, these people who just oversell like what DMing is. Like DMing is one of those things you do sort of get out of it what you put into it, but you can't. Like, you can learn tips and tricks, but I'm still of a mind that, as I said before a couple times, they're born, not bred. You just have to have kind of the gift of gab, not even like in your regular life, but if you can turn it on at the table, all right, guys, let's go. Can you carry a conversation? Can you paint a picture with just enough detail where the players can kind of fill in their own, you give the broad strokes, the players can put in the detail. Unless the detail's important. But this whole thing where, like, oh, we got to do these 10, 15 steps or, you'll never be a good DM. Bro, you're over planning for your session. Bro, you're under planning for your session. The only bit of, like, hackneyed advice that is any good out there that I've seen is have a list of names. Just in case, so you're not fumbling around and, doing the whole Joe Shabadoo. Just have them, and then all of a sudden now that NPC exists, and you roll with them. Nothing wrong with that. I love a good name list to keep everything going, and not embarrass yourself by stopping and name. Let me think. Now sometimes these guys, I'll even have a name, and I'll be like, guys, it's not important. He's the fucking Tanner. Let's move on. You don't.
What's his name? Tanner.
Yeah. His name's Dan Tanner. But for the most part, if they want to go with a an NPC that they think they might interact with more, yeah, just jot it down. That's the only bit of like that kind of like. I don't even want to. Yeah, I guess hackneyed is good. Ubiquitous advice out there because everybody says it. Thank you for your donation.
Thank you,
Frank, for 2.
And Chris, I hope you're catching a whole bunch of these. These are all pretty much for you.
It's on you now. There's some good ones there. Yeah, you got a plethora of ideas. High Noon, I would definitely. It's a great one, but I would look into because that could be a Western game. For sale while the classic Western is still out there. I don't know. Probably not in the public domain either. So I would, as great as that is, I would just think twice.
Chris's assistant is writing them all down as we speak.
Yep. So anyway, there's your fucking DM advice. My view is, give it a try. You'll know pretty quick if you got it. You'll know if you have it. You know, you might be a little nervous, but at a certain point, everything's gonna click for you, or it won't, and you'll be looking at your players, and they'll be like giving you stuff like this, looking at their fucking phones, saying they can't come for the next 2 weeks, whatever, and then it's like, okay, might not be for me. That's all. Ain't for everybody. That's my DM advice. It's not for everybody. Busy Badger for 5. It's like Han says in Tokyo Drift. There's no wax on, wax off to drifting. You learn by doing it. Yep, being a DM is much the same way. Yeah. School of Hard Knocks. Start doing it. And yeah, it's, of course, even good DMs are bumpy at first, but you do get a feeling early on in your DMing, like, I can do this. Like, I know I can do this. You get a sense for it. So one bad session, hopefully that doesn't derail somebody with true talent. But listening to guys like we just listened to and thinking like, oh man, if only I did a boring session, where my players immediately lost interest in every single thing. How about just holding stuff back? All these millennials and like Zoomers and that, they think they got to put everything out there. And it's like, no, guys, we're going to do a fantasy game. Do you like, I keep it old school, kind of Conan the Barbarian. If that isn't your thing, this might not be the game for you. Or conversely, I roll with all that fruity shit. If you like the new D&D movie, I'm your guy. Okay, well, they know. But you don't have to sit there and go, okay, guys, here are the themes we're going to be exploring in this. We're going to be doing this. We may touch a little bit on sexual assault if that's a problem with anybody. Why? Just fucking do it. Stop talking about it and do it.
They're schemers. Mm-hmm. Schemers trying to control their little worlds.
Their little make-believe worlds. All right, let me do something real quick, Crazy Mouse.
You got it.
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something. God, I dislike that guy immensely. Immensely. Told you my here's my whatchamacallit. Where are we here? Oh yeah. Put that down. My new resurrection idea. Crazy Mouse, I'm spitballing it here. We don't do a lot of resurrections. Basically, I think as a DM,
I think in our campaigns over the 20 years, I can remember 2.
I think just 2, yeah. And one was almost world breaking. It's like they brought this person back, but it had consequences, and it should always have consequences. I believe that. You can go do whatever you have to now. Crazy
okay, we're good.
What do you think of this? Because a lot of people say like, all right, resurrection. If you have to roll for it, that's not like the old school rules, where you got it for free, and maybe that you're paying a lot for it. And what if it fails? Conversely, some people say, well, it's too easy. It's like Dragon Ball Z. You die, you just go to the temple, throw them a bag of gold and say, hey, hop, sing, chop, chop here. We got places to go, things to do, people to meet, bring our guy back and let's go. If you are of a mind, this is going to blow you guys away. Maybe not in a good way.
Pundit out.
See ya, pundit. Listen to this. Pundit, stick around for one more second, because I want to hear what you have to say about this. I'll go quick here. What if you, as a group, yes, it succeeds, but however that person who died comes back, resurrected, is dependent on how many levels everybody there gives the person who died, the character who died. In other words, you're there. The whole group is there. They're holding hands. They're doing this ritual. There's a priest leading it. You have to donate a level to get this person up. All right, so what if just one person in the group says, well, I'm the only one. I'll donate a level. Fine. The person comes back weak and is at level 1. We want them all. We want to get them back up to level 10. Are we willing to take that sacrifice? No. He comes back at like level 6 or 7. Now you could make a rule too.
He comes back to level 10 and everyone gave 2 levels. Now, great. Now I'm only level 6.
Yeah, no, this guy's better than me. Yeah. But it's one of those things.
You think you're better than me?
There's a transaction there. You're giving part of your character to give to bring this guy back. Now, what I'm thinking too is like if you are of the same faith, maybe like same alignment, same faith, I'm thinking maybe you get like a 2-for-1. Like you only have to give up 1 level and this person gives back 2. So maybe there's a reason everybody's is the same faith. I don't know, man. I come up with these ideas and I'm like, damn, I have such low self-esteem when it comes to stuff like this. I'm like, somebody has to have thought of this at this point. There's nothing new under the sun. I can guarantee you, though, if somebody did, I did not see it. This is something I arrived at independently. Titties and beer, my only thing I say before a new game. If you wake up trying to find something to be offended by, this may not be the game for you. Yeah, that's sort of unspoken in ours to T&B. Thank you, brother.
A lot of people are liking it, Double D.
You like that, guys? Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking everybody's got skin in the game. And you know what? What I would almost relish is like a situation where you bring this person back, but your character ends up like dying because maybe you were at a lower level because you brought them back. And all of a sudden that person who's been brought back from the dead has to suffer the guilt of like, fuck, you'd have made that roll if you were level 8 now, wouldn't you have?
It reminds me of Saving Private Ryan when he's at his grave, or when he's at someone's grave when he's 80. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. It's like, what is it brings into your game this sort of quandary. I'll get to that in a moment if you can put that back up after this. Mad Relic for 1,000 clips. Double D, can I sacrifice a village to res my PC? Well, I would say if your game is of the evil bent, because what you could say is, look, if it's a commoner, if it's somebody who's weak or, sick or old, baby, they die. If it's somebody like that, like an old person, I'm willing to give up the rest of my life so this person can live. Well, they die. Man, I don't know. I think of these things and I'm like, fuck. Somebody did put up there about attribute scores.
Where was that?
Yeah, I can't.
Did I get rid of it?
You may have. It's okay. It's okay. Whoever did it, just take credit for it. Don't worry about it. Go down. I'm sure they did. That's a good point. However, I would not do that here because this is like a whole new level. And honestly, guys, I'm being brought around to the way Shadow Dark does like level drain. I've never been a huge fan of like you get hit by a white, they scratch you for 2 points of damage.
Was this it?
Yes. Yeah, Lord Oz. Yep. Thank you, Lord Oz. You get scratched by a white. Oh, you lost 2 levels. I understand.
What's an attribute point? What is that?
Like strength, dexterity, constitution.
Oh, you give up.
Yeah.
So this guy starts at 0, all zeros, and everyone at the table has to donate something, or maybe not zeros. Maybe they start at 6 in everything.
That would be a little.
All right, Oscar Booth. Are you going to donate any of your dexterity to him?
Yeah. And then maybe you could rule like, okay, the newly resurrected, gains an attribute point across the board, one a month or something like that. Have to be slow. That's sort of complicating things. I'm of a mind to be very simple here and just be like, everybody gives up. If you want to contribute a level to this person who's coming back, you contribute a level. But that is. Now, I think I was going to say is, as far as attribute point loss, I like the way Shadow Dark does it. I'm not ashamed to say it. In Shadow Dark, You don't lose a level if you get hit by one of those level draining creatures. You lose attribute points. They do come back, but they come back slowly. And you can house rule. Look, they don't come back until, you know, 1 a month or something like that. To me, that's a fine house rule for that too. If you think that the teeth have been, it's been kind of defanged a little bit, you know, with a level drain. I've never been a big level drain DM, as these guys will tell you. I think it's hitting below the belt. A tad. I understand why other DMs like it. I understand why it's in there. Don't get me wrong. If you're doing it, I have nothing but love and respect. It's just something that I've never kind of caught into. I like the attribute drain a little bit better. But this, the giving up your levels for a fallen companion. I was at Jersey Mike's today and I was like, yes! I'm like, that is fucking good, Double D. Like, I don't pat myself on the back very much, but this is one time, like, yes, that is actually a fair idea that people could either run with as is, or, you know, they could, you know, modify it. It's out there. Who knows?
Someone in our party's going to die in the next couple sessions,
Yeah.
and you're going to bring this up at the table.
Remind me, yeah, because I think it's a perfectly applicable.
Right now, the majority of our table is 3rd level.
Yep.
One character is 4th.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I know 2 people are actually 1 point away from 4th.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, on the cusp.
Yeah, 2 people are on 1 point shy, and 1 person is 4th, and the rest are all 3s.
Yeah, Left for Vultures, that's kind of how I feel. And I'm as old school as they come, as you guys know. This whole channel is like sort of devoted to that, but that's just one aspect I never liked either, because it's very deflating to the players. Players, I think, can get over a good death of their character probably better than a cheap level drain. Like if it's just a random encounter with, you know, a wraith or a ghoul or some shit, or, you know, something like that, and they get unlucky, they lose initiative, they get hit first. Oh, great. The last 4 months of gaming we did to get up to this level, now I'm just back there. To me, there's not even a good, like, in-game, like, description of it, explanation, because their attribute points are still fine. Oh, I can't do the shit I was just doing. You know, I knew how to do this stuff.
Last week.
Yeah, last week. Now I can't. And I mean, I guess you could say, like, hey, you're not as good at attacking, you know, you're 1 point, you know, you're up now -1 instead of +1, you know, whatever. I still think the attribute points are much better. And you can control the severity of it by how long it takes to recover. I think players can get their heads around that. I think they can say, like, yeah, you have an infectious disease from, you know, an undead creature. Your constitution is now down by 6. Like, you're rolling with like a 7 constitution. You are fucking weak, dude. You are like sweaty and clammy. And if you take, you know, any more of a similar type of damage, you may die. I think most players are like, yeah, my hit points are lower now because of all the negatives, the negative bonus per level. All right. That's a risk I'm willing to take. To me, that's good balance. So that's why there's certain things I love in Shadowdark. I told you about the carousing rules I love. I love the experience point, and I love attribute drain rather than level drain. Shawnee for 5. I feel like level drain monsters came in with rust monsters and disenchanters to limit party power. Yeah. And, you know, they served a purpose in the time, and if you're running an old school campaign, I understand. To me, I just think this is where you don't have to necessarily be old school just to be old school. You know, that to me, that's where you can kind of open yourself up to some new ideas. It ain't going to kill you. Or, you know, look, if you're like, hey, my group they don't mind it when they lose levels, then yeah, fair enough. Then go with it. Absolutely. Really hits the idea that resurrection should cost something major. Yeah, treasure doesn't do it. Yeah, treasure is nothing. They can go out and earn that money back that they paid like the next day. Watch your player's reaction when you give them this option. All right, guys, how many levels are you going to give up? What do you mean levels? You can bring this person back. What level they come back at is entirely up to you. You know, and you may have to scale it for lower levels because obviously if everybody's like level 2, you know, and then, you know what? No, because even then, like 2 level 2 characters would have to give up half their existing levels to bring the new guy back up. And that new guy is back up beyond them. So there's going to be a little resentment.
Yeah.
Maybe a little resentment. And I think to me, that's always, as a DM, I'm always like, yep, I love that because that's something where I can just sit there and do this. As they argue about something in world that means something to them, that means they're invested in what the world that you've created and they've expanded. And you're just sitting there like, yeah, this is cool. I love this. There's like Zolt's dwarf is just itching for a fight. He wants to murder these people in this, you know, mini campaign that we're doing. Everybody else is like, that's going to be dangerous. And he's like, yeah, but I want to. And I love it. I love the give and go, the push and shove. Cal for 2, the rules were meant to be customized. Yeah, I tend to believe that. I understand where the rules as written folks are coming from. You know, my view is like, play the way you want. If you have it all comes down to your group. If your group is like, hey, we like rules as written, we don't like any of that touchy-feely bullshit. And by the way, I hope any objective observer would say that the rules I'm providing here are not touchy-feely. You could make the case that this is way, way more harsh on the players and the group. But to me, it's more like it gives more in-game situations that can come up later. It's real sacrifice rather than...
The fuck are we going to save this guy for? We just hung out with him for 2 weeks.
Yeah, like I'm not giving up a level for this guy. You give up a level for him. You put your soul into him. Like, I'm not going to do that shit. I
don't even like him.
Yeah. And then you could be like, and then later there's like, you know, in character stuff like, yeah, did you know Oscar over there? He didn't want to bring you back. You know, when we were doing the hand holding thing, you know, and giving up part of ourselves, you know, during the incantation, the ritual, he just kind of noped out and said, nah, you know what? You guys do it. You do it. There you go, guys. I'd like to think I bring something to your games rather than just a bunch of hackneyed bullshit. We already brought you the Chasing 8s, the Die 8 chase system. Check my backlog videos for stuff like that. So I try to give you stuff you can actually use. If you use that, let me know how it goes. Please.
Jeff Hatch.
Jeff launches at Christmas. The Winter Spirit brought that man back. My son almost cried. Oh, cool. Yeah, you know, look, you're playing with kids, stuff like that. Not every group is the same. Yeah.
Know your audience.
Yeah, know your audience. Yep. Yeah, you don't. Obviously, what I'm talking about there is for a group that has played together for at least a little while, to where there's not going to be in like real life resentment. I don't know how there possibly could be, but there's not going to be any real life resentment. And, you know, it'll bring up some interesting, juicy drama at the table in character, of course. Travis Fauber, yep. Double D. What if the level given is based on the experience of the level given? So if your level you give up is 10 equals the experience it took to get to level 10. You could do it that way. I'm of a mind, Travis, to keep it simple and just give up. You just give up your last level. That's the cost, you know, to bring somebody back from the beyond. It costs a shitload. So, you know, yeah, you were going from, you're at level 9 and it took a ton of time to go from 8 to 9. Well, guess what?
You got to do it again.
Yeah. That's what you're giving up. That's the cost of petitioning the gods to bring something back unnatural.
And you got 4 people at your table willing to do it. So now you have a whole bunch of people at level 8 and this guy comes back at level 4.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this guy's the weak one of your party. We got to make sure that this guy doesn't die or it all goes for naught.
Mm-hmm.
Saving Private Ryan.
Yep. Absolutely. Things are going to happen. There's going to be we'll take care, Pundit. There's going to be in character stuff about it. Curses, age. I just want to see what Pundit said. Curses, aging, possession, incapacitation, wounds that can't naturally heal are all more interesting. Yeah, I agree. All right, so there you go, guys. Yeah, no, that actually doesn't surprise me that we see eye to eye. Pundit didn't think that level drain is interesting either. I think it's a little unfair, and not like, what do you know, your players, what are they, babies? Players are such babies now. No, it's not like that. It's just, it's kicking them in the nuts for, it's an, I don't know. Like I said, for just an encounter where they could just be a random encounter to lose a fucking level. I just, as a DM, I'd have a hard time justifying that. So that's why I love the attribute point system a lot better. But that's just me. You guys may be different. And if your group is good with it and you're good with it, go to town. Seriously, go to town. I have nothing against you doing that. I'm just saying for me and our group, at least from here on out, I don't think it would work. I think we're going to do the attribute. No matter what game we play, even if we have to house rule that, we're doing it. And let the chips fall where they may. DB for 5.
I got something for him for 5.
It's not sexy. It's animal.
No, it's not sexy at all. It's sexy. So what you're describing is very in flavor with the first Conan movie. Yes, and I'm probably, back of my mind, I'm probably being, affected by that, influenced by that. Yeah, I'm DB, and I fully endorse this house rule. Yeah, the gods are going to take something for this.
Toby says the same thing. I thought the Conan movie too.
Yeah. You have to give something more than money.
Long shot. Good night. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being part of the chat tonight.
Yep. So anyway, you guys let me know how that goes. And thank you, DB, for that. Let's do the lunacy montage so we can get out of here. Where are we at?
There were no lunatics this week. What are you yapping about?
No lunatics at all. All right. All right, here we go.
Ice is not nice!
There you go. Ice is not nice. Nothing like seeing 12-year-old kids getting brainwashed by their defective parents.
Ice is not nice!
There you go, little kiddies, little commies. Raising little commies. But there are ways you can influence little kids. There are 2 games out there, Minecraft and Roblox. Let's see what Minecraft is up to. Make good trouble in Minecraft. All right, let's see what's going on in Roblox. Oh, it's an ice rain.
A esa voz de ángel que quiero amar, ¿dónde andará? Voy de este lado, mi deseo.
That one guy was as big as the mountain. Did you see him?
Yes, I did. I've never played Roblox, but I'm of a mind to.
Jeff Hatch, good night. It was good to see you again.
Thanks for dropping in, Jeff. Yep.
Happy Black History Month to all my black.
Crazy Mouse, it's Black History Month.
Morgan Freeman hates Black History Month, and if Morgan Freeman hates it, I'm on board too.
Although you did a service for a brother today, did you not?
I did.
Your contribution.
Yeah, one of my passengers left their wallet in my car. So I remembered where I dropped him off at, and I just took it back to him. And then when I asked for him, because I wanted to hand it to him personally rather than just leave it with the customer service person, he's like, "You real, man, you real." He dapped me up, and we went our separate ways.
Got that street cred.
Yep.
Good thing. I'm sure he was very happy. So, yep.
I'd said to Double D, maybe in his culture, maybe people aren't used to, whoa, someone returned something that I lost.
Yeah, Crazy Mouse texted that to me. I'm like, I think you're on the right track there. I think they might have given the wallet back, but any money inside would have been long gone.
Kings, queens, and eternal
Kings,
beings.
queens.
I'm sorry my ancestor did that shit. Fucking weird. I'm so happy that Martin Luther King had a dream. And I'm so happy that Malcolm X said, fuck them bitches. Let's get them.
Malcolm X said, fuck them bitches.
I think that's a quote.
Yeah, is that a direct quote? Or actually, I think Malcolm X would have had a few things to say about you, honey. We would have had some issues with Malcolm X, but there were a couple things he was dead on about, and I think Malcolm X saw through you fucking liberals very, very early on.
You know, like I love black people so much.
In literal tears. This glazing that they do, this suicidal empathy.
I'm actually gonna start, like, there's actually tears about to well up in my eye. Black people have genuinely got me to where I am today. And like,
how do you just say that? Like, black people got me to where I am today. Not her mom, not her dad. Like, this is the effect of brainwashing. Just years of just brainwashing in public schools, getting around the wrong set of friends who just go along with all this nonsense.
I just love them so much, and I'm so happy that they are able to be here with me. Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh my God, I love you guys so much, and happy Black History Month, and I'm so
We're gonna be friends forever. She sounds like she's like out drunk with her gal pals.
happy you're here. And like, fuck. Oh my God. I love you guys, like, so dearly from the bottom of my heart.
All right, let's see who she's fighting for.
Hey, what's up? Come on in.
Travis Tyler, the owner of Smoking Burnouts, a smoke shop in East Austin, is on a first-name basis with everyone who walks through their doors. But recently, there's a new face that's becoming a regular. On Wednesday, surveillance video shows a woman walking into the shop and tipping over glass displays. Arrest records show this is the third time since November she's accused of vandalizing the store.
I thought we had dealt with it the first time. We thought she was locked up.
And it's happened so frequently that they...
Oh, really? I hate to say it, the first thing I would ask, because we're talking about Austin, Texas here, I'd be like, dude, who'd you vote for? You ride with Kamala or you rolling with Trump? Because my guess is if he's in Austin, he voted for Kamala. And it's like, this is the shit you endorse when you vote for people like that. You are getting a taste of what you want to inflict on the rest of the country.
Haven't even had time to replace the items into this new case since the last time she came into the store and knocked over the original one. According to court records, on November 26th, the woman was charged with a misdemeanor for theft with a bond set at $1,000. She was also ordered to stay away from the smoke shop and take her prescribed medications. But just about a month later, she came back.
Yeah, and she just broke everything in my store.
This time, not only vandalizing the store, but also allegedly assaulting a regular customer who is visually impaired.
Hey, he's blind, dude! He's blind!
The
His dumb sister is attacking a blind guy.
employee who didn't want to show her face on camera for this interview stepped in to try to help him.
I had told her to get off of him, and then she started attacking me instead.
Get off me!
My next question. Okay, this is like a Crazy Mouse question. Why don't you want to show yourself?
Yeah.
It's like, you're not proud to work there, or do you just not want to be associated with somebody who's saying anything at all bad about a black woman who's deeply mentally ill, like beyond. This is beyond, of course, like the, sisters kind of.
So much so that the court's being like, make sure you take your meds.
Yeah. Please take your medicine. Yeah. So this isn't just the normal, one and done bit of,
When harm does come to this woman, because eventually it will.
Yeah.
Her parents will be on. Why'd you have to shoot her?
Yeah.
All she did was break all your shit.
Yeah, and then come at you with a knife.
4 times.
Yeah. She brandished a knife and lunged at you after she destroyed your store. What I would do if I worked there, I'd have somebody behind the counter as she's trying to push it over. Oh man, she's trying to attack him. And then just defend yourself, defend the store.
After this incident, the woman was charged with a misdemeanor for aggravated assault and a felony for criminal mischief. She had $9,000 in bonds and was again required to stay away from the smoke shop. But with Wednesday's return,
I just laid me on jail. Bro, attack me.
No one's ever crossed a line like this. This is obscene. We don't understand how somebody can get out of jail over and over again when they're actually assaulting people, you know?
And
hate to say it, he looks soft. He looks so soft. As Michel Therrien, the coach of the Penguins, once said in an epic rant, he's soft. S-O-F-F. He's so soft.
with more than $30,000 in damages.
$30,000 in damage. Oh my Lord. Imagine your livelihood is at the whims of a mentally ill black woman who society refuses to punish. Welcome to the new world. And you wonder why we don't want any of that shit.
We have the keyboard.
He reminds me of on the old Saturday Night Live when they would do Doug Henning.
The world of illusion. I can see that.
And HP literally just had to buy a register so we can keep operating.
And emotional stress on their employees.
And it's kind of like put me on extreme like high anxiety just because it's like, I'm just trying to do my job, dude.
They want to know if more can be done.
Obviously something's wrong.
Yeah, Howard, exactly. $30K in damage. That should be like grand something or other. I don't know, grand theft, grand whatever. I mean, it should be a fucking felony. Get her ass into prison because that's where she's going to end up anyway. Only we're just pussyfooting around because we're waiting until she actually hurts someone to go to big boy prison or big girl prison.
In the legal system to where she just keeps getting thrown outside and we just kind of have to deal with it. How many more incidents does it have to be before it's like, oh, you know, like, oh, it matters, you know, now, like, that's not fair.
I'd hire somebody. I'd you know what I would do? I'd make sure that camera's not working. I'd have somebody on standby and I'd be like, unfortunately, regrettably, she's here. Now, do your thing. And sorry, but like you can't continually placate crazy people that society refuses to punish. You have to take matters into your own hands. And I would just, like I said, I would just kind of make sure all those cameras are oddly not working. Who's going to believe her anyway?
Happy Black History Month, and a special thank you to all of the black women from today and from the past who have given me the rights that I have now.
What rights would those be?
All those black women who stormed the beaches in Normandy, you know, who holed up in Bastogne, who froze their asses off in Korea, sweated their asses off in Vietnam. Oh, man, you girls.
Thank you so much for bringing so much light and culture and art into my life and wonderful, wonderful food.
So Beyonce and ribs.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being just magical, funny, kind, caring, and lovely.
I can think of a couple more adjectives, but
thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So kind, so funny. Whoa, hey, what's going on here? That's a tip jar. I love her double dipping. She's like, girl,
take it off.
You still left some bills at the bottom.
I don't know if black people understand the power that they have to improve a white dude's mood.
Like, I do stand-up comedy, and last night I told a joke, and afterwards I heard a black guy go, "Yo, that white boy crazy."
Yo, that white boy crazy. This guy was on cloud 9 afterward.
Yo, that black dude, that black boy, hilarious.
I'm gonna think about that for the rest of my life.
Life.
A throwaway line. Like literally, the dude has completely, the black dude has completely forgot about this homo, and this guy's gonna take it to his grave. That one time the brother said I was cray. Fucking A, titties and beer. Yeah, complete.
I will tell you though.
I had to throw one in here for you, Crazy Mouse.
All right.
Draymond.
I find it very ironic that I got a technical foul for telling a Caucasian referee not to put his hand in my face. As a black man in America, don't.
Whenever these guys say, as a black man in America, there's a bunch of bullshit. This guy's been at it for how long, man?
Oh my gosh, like a long time, yeah.
Over 10 years at least.
Oh, way more, because
way more.
10 years ago was the Cavs winning the championship.
The finals, yeah. So, 15 years maybe he's got under him? He's got some gray in his beard now. Complete troublemaker. If you guys don't know, this is Draymond Green for the Warriors. He gets ejected all the time for
he put
all kinds of
someone in an actual chokehold in Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Rudy Gobert in a chokehold. Just always starting trouble. Like, this guy is a complete troublemaker. Gets a lot of rope, let's just say, from the league, because he's always back after what's his longest suspension? Do you even know?
Well, there was one where he was suspended, wasn't it 20-some games, so he had to go see. Wasn't it if it wasn't for the Rudy Gobert one, it was for when he punched the dude from the Suns in the face.
I thought it was for that. I thought it was for the punch.
Yeah, that would have been after the Rudy Gobert one. And then, so he had to go see some counseling too.
Yeah, clearly it's helping.
Plus, he also, remember, he beat up his own player, Jordan Poole.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That just happened within the last year or two, right?
Yeah, and it was during practice.
Yeah, beat up his own. This guy's just trouble, and here he is, like, talking about these white refs getting their hands on my. They got their hands in your face because you're a fucking troublemaker, Draymond.
I said, hey, don't put your hand in my face, and I got attacked. So I thought that was the most interesting thing of the night.
Did he try to explain himself?
These fucking cuck basketball beat writers. Did he try to explain himself? Gee, you're a fucking reporter. Maybe do your job and say, well, you have had a lot of technical fouls over the years, Draymond. Do you think that had something to do with it? Oh, but we got to be buddies because we wouldn't want Draymond Green snapping on us.
He said, Draymond, this is your chance to stop talking to me, bro. Don't put your hand in my face. Oh, tech. Oh, okay.
Take care, Chris.
So, everybody want to talk about holding the line of respect. That line need to be held both ways. So
it's both sides.
If the line won't be held both ways, then the line won't be held from my way either, because we all men.
Right.
And we all can make decisions and choices. So, let that be the last time that happens.
It's a microcosm of society. Break every rule and still claim you're the victim. He breaks every rule in the NBA. Gets teed up, at will at times, and still he comes out like, man.
Not just the league suspends him; his own team suspends him.
Yeah, but they keep employing him. They could have gotten rid of him at a certain point and just bit the bullet. Just said, you know what, we're done with you. Too many incidents. You're making the team look bad. You're making the organization look bad. But just keeps coming back. They're holding on to those relics from their championship run.
Thank God I ain't white. I could say nigga. Nigga, yeah, I'm black. I could say nigga. Nigga.
That's the real meaning of Black History Month. They can rub it in our faces. Well, to you sisters, I can say, at least I can say nigga. You got me on the hard R. Sorry. I will say the soft A, though.
Oh, yeah, track can. We finna throw the track can on my granny. Oh, my God, we about to throw the track can.
All right, guys, we protested ice.
Here we go.
for some reason throwing trash on the field.
Let's do it!
There we go. I think this happened in Norway. People are like, oh, this is Great Britain. I think this is Norway. These are Norwegians protecting like some palace or something. You know, it's like a ceremonial guard. Well, it's not ceremonial. The guy has an automatic rifle. And then even in Norway, they have to deal with some craziness. Squaring up.
Gago.
This guy's slippery like an eel. I mean, chances are he's going to get his comeuppance. Keep watching, but this guy is slippery. And he's out of it again. Keep your eye on the guy in the green t-shirt.
You can already tell he means business.
Right, yes.
Can already spot this guy. Yep.
Yep. It's like he's already been ID'd as the guy who's going to restore order. Could be pretty quick, too. Hey, brother. Just want to talk to you for a moment. And let's get you down. Knee on the neck. Ready to go.
I can't breathe. I didn't do nothing. My baby didn't do nothing.
Didn't do nothing. He squared up against the palace guard. All right, so we still got, in addition to February being Black History Month, nurses are still going crazy over ICE. So this is Chad Malinowski, Chicago area nurse. Let's let Chad.
Remember how much power nurses have in this country?
I think it's safe to say, Chad, not a fan of the ladies. It's okay.
One of our own was just murdered in the street. So we might be able to stop this somehow. Thoughts?
Good morning. Did you know most ICE agents don't wear their plates properly? I've seen it.
You know, as the type of ICU nurse I was cardiac ICU nurse. And I did a lot of time, lots of hours, holding on a groin that wouldn't stop bleeding. Let me tell you what, that femoral artery, those veins in the legs, I can't remember, it's late in my shift, okay? I know it, I'm tired. Anyway, the vasculature in the leg, it really bleeds well. Someone could bleed out very quickly from that, probably like a couple of minutes, really.
So what are you implying? Obviously, the implication is clear. ICE agent comes in with some sort of a wound that needs tending. He ain't going to do it. Yeah, guy liner and puka shells. Yeah, the whole 9 yards there, Shawnee. Yep.
I would really suggest to all the healthcare organizations out there that if you have knowingly MAGA employees, that you terminate them. They're not safe people to take care of other people.
This is how fucking delusional our enemies are. Fires up the phone on camera. I'm going to let a federal agent die in my care, breaking every oath I've taken as a healthcare provider. Also subjecting me and my employer to legal liability and criminal prosecution. But it's those MAGA nurses that really need to go. They're the ones who are really unsafe.
You can't have people who have open racism in the healthcare system. I mean, we already know that exists, because if you're a black woman in healthcare, you know. But if you're openly MAGA at this point and you're supporting the murdering of people, you don't deserve to be in healthcare. You should have your license removed. That's so disappointing. And I remember working with them. So annoying.
I think his nails are painted.
Yeah. I got some news. There's a little follow-up here. Let's just say Chad's attitude has been adjusted.
I know you guys who follow me know me, and you know who I am as a person. And you know that I'm really passionate about everybody being treated equally.
No, you're not. You just talked about how you want people to bleed out.
Yes. Literally the exact opposite of what you said. Cal, he and Don Lemon together in prison. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, taking on all comers, I think, Cal.
No matter what.
You're there.
And I think it's really annoying that a post that I made talking about nurses who are MAGA, basically questioning if they could treat people equally. And I don't believe that you could if you believe those things morally.
Just cognitive dissonance, or just outright lying. Like, yeah, it was just all about MAGA nurses. No self-reflection. Didn't even go through and be like, I can't believe I said that. How fucking stupid. I guess I'm just going to have to suck this one up. Can't believe I implied that I would let a federal agent bleed out if they were hitting the femoral artery, which is what you did. Delusional fruit.
The most important tool is respect.
Gay! You should have opened the nurse clips with Chang's clips as Shawnee. Yeah. Remedied now, my friend. Thank you so much, Shawnee. Much appreciated.
And so I said that I didn't think that they should have jobs. Somehow that's been twisted to that I wouldn't treat a MAGA patient the same. And that's not at all.
Notice his phrasing there. I never said I wouldn't treat a MAGA patient. Didn't say anything about ICE agents. They could or couldn't be MAGA, I guess.
That's not. I often treat them, and I treat them just the same as I would treat anybody. Because I believe that everybody should be treated the same when they come into a medical office.
You just said you didn't. Chad, you just said you didn't. Get these people out. I am so happy. Like, Libs of TikTok is doing the Lord's work. She is making it her goal. I mean, granted, she's getting tips on these guys all the time, but like, she's using her popularity on X to out these people. And you know what? After Charlie Kirk, all bets were off. You know, we used to be like, oh yeah, no cancel culture, man. Everybody's. That was for when we thought everybody should just be able to speak freely. We now see that these people want us dead and are now starting to shoot at us. So fuck Chad. I hope he is jobless the rest of his life. I hope he's in the back alley of some Chicago slum, you know, sucking dick for beer money.
Everybody should be listened to and heard, and everybody's concerns are valid. And those of you that have been following me on my platform since I've been here, it's a stupid little platform where I don't talk about much.
Just letting people bleed out.
Yeah, just fucking God. Yeah, the most ironic name ever, Craig. Yeah, Chad.
But you guys know who I am as a person. And you know, I can take a lot of stuff on the internet. Like, I can take all the
next
gay
words
bashing
in the background should be, and there's a deep fly ball by Castellanos.
and stuff that's been thrown my way. That doesn't bother me. But seeing people go after your character is really hard. I know they're just doing it because it's what they like to do, is sit here and play on the internet all day and yell at people. But, it does affect real people's lives. And I'm a good person.
That's debatable.
That's debatable. Yeah. Has there ever been anybody who uttered that line that was indeed a good person? I'm trying to think in my head. I don't think there's ever been anybody, because they're always saying it like after they've been caught doing something horrific. I'm a good person.
Busy Badger presses X for doubt.
Yeah.
And I work really hard, and I take care of all of my patients really hard. I took care of all my patients really hard.
Look at this.
Null Spectre, 5 memberships. Thank you, brother.
I got something for that.
Give him something.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
Good choice. Thank you, Null Spectre. It is much.
Hey, you guys.
Now this is like I said. Oh my God, we got a sister here. She's a nurse. Stay tuned for the M. Night Shyamalan.
So this is not a political post. This is a humanity and professionalism reminder to my fellow healthcare professionals. You cannot wish death upon people and then post it to the internet. Look at this.
All the medical providers, grab some syringes with needles on the end. Have them full of saline or succinylcholine, you know, whatever. That will probably be a deterrent.
So this provider was encouraging the use of a medication called succinylcholine, and succinylcholine is an anesthesia drug that we use to cause paralysis in our patients when needed. So essentially, she is asking for this person to be suffocated alive because you would not be able to breathe, you would not be able to move, you wouldn't even be able to blink, so you would suffocate alive. This is not acceptable behavior. As medical professionals, our job is to take care of everyone and anyone, regardless of their race, religion, creed, gender, sexual orientation, political affiliation, whatever it is. So please stop taking videos of yourselves in your scrubs, wishing harm upon people. All you are doing is feeding hysteria and causing further mistrust in the medical system. Our job is to help people heal, not to spread hate.
Wanted to give the sister her flowers because,
Yeah.
you know, we're always saying, like, when are just normal people going to stand up and, like, be like, you know what, we can't keep doing that. All these people are making us look terrible. Well, I'm glad she did. So good for her. Craig Bragg for 5. I'm a good person. Yeah. So the thing is, that's not really up to you. Yeah. The world will let you know if you're a good person. The rest of us get to decide that. And we've determined, in this case, Chad.
It's opposite day.
Yeah, it's opposite. It's opposite. Here's an OBGYN. Very, not sure what happened to the volume level there, but basically, if you support ICE, you're a piece of shit. It's like,
And I won't help deliver your baby.
I mean, so if you showed up in your MAGA hat, do you think she'd treat you any different? All right, so I think what's happening here is there's 2 girls here, obviously the one in the foreground and another one. They're trying to set up that, see that dude in the background?
In the blue, or the black, or the gray?
He's like to the left of the screen.
Okay.
Kind of under the letters. They're trying to trap him into looking at this gym bimbo, her and her friend. She's like, were you looking at my friend? Dude wasn't looking at her friend. And then he's like, what? No.
No, I saw those eyes. Naughty boy. You naughty boy.
So you position yourself to work out with your ass right in that man's face to try to get him to stare at you, which he doesn't and looks very uncomfortable, just so you can film it to post online to try to make him look like a gym creep. And all for what? Some likes and attention at his expense. And when somebody calls you out on it, you tell them to go cry about it, that it's just a prank. I'm sorry, what's funny about that? Making somebody out to be a pervert on social media. Did you ever stop to think how this could affect that man? The consequences? What if his wife sees this, or his family? Would you want someone to do this to your father? People in the gym are not accessories for you to use for your social media content or your stupid pranks. I hope 24-Hour Fitness sees this and kicks your ass out. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
There you go.
Man. Jimbos. Yep. These women, like, I don't know. They didn't even look like that young. I mean, they were young, but I mean, they were old enough to know better.
Of course.
But they're just this is where I detest modern culture, pop culture and all that. Just the implication, like, oh, there's an old white guy there. We got to make him look bad. We got to entrap him. Who cares if his life gets fucked up? I don't like the bitches that are doing this, obviously, but it's like, I want the commie fags who are feeding all of this stuff to them, that every white guy is evil. White people live on stolen land, all this stuff. That video that those two chicks did, that wasn't made like that day, so to speak. It was made in like middle school or elementary school, as they got fucking brainwashed with this commie bullshit that, to hate your fucking fathers, hate your white brother, hate every white leader who's not a flaming liberal. Those fucking
predators, fuck you! Get the fuck out of here! Fucking away from me! Fucking predator! Back up! Fuck you!
All right, so what you're seeing here, because it is Black History Month, and I gave a sister her flowers, I'm going to give some brothers their flowers here. There's a couple of brother ICE agents here, and look what they have to deal with. Look what these wonderful lefties. Listen to what they really think of black people.
Back up! What the fuck are you gonna do? Fuck you! Oh, I'm cooking. I don't have a gun, bitch. So how does it feel after that some people taking and coming from? Not good. What about yourself? Yeah, family should be ripped apart. That's kind of your energy. Like we should rip people apart from their families. Are you a man?
So there's a troon. There's a fucking troon asking this question, and a man in a dress.
Thought you were trying to lose weight.
Lay off me, I'm starving.
I love it. This brother just looks at him and is like, "Are you a man?"
Wow.
Wow, is that a question?
Wow.
Okay. How do you feel about ripping people from their families? Does that feel good? Fucking house nigga in here. Sir, I need to move. Fucking house nigga working for the fucking KKK. What the fuck's wrong with you people?
Why are you calling a woman?
Did you hear what he called him? He called him a house, Nigger.
Yeah.
That's what these lefties really think of black people.
A man. I mean, what kind of a guy does that?
Fucking house nigga, bitch. Go up for your fucking slave.
That brother
a warning
a cigar.
for what, sir? A warning for what?
A warning to quit following our vehicle.
Because?
Because we're conducting law enforcement operations.
Yes, and we're allowed to film you doing those law enforcement operations. We still have a First Amendment, sir. We are not impeding your operations. We're merely filming them.
Now you are interfering with our operations. You do not continue to follow. We're press.
We're press. We can follow you and film you.
Press.
Are you trying to get rid of the First Amendment?
There you get it.
All right, there's going to be a big shootout down the street. You guys going to get involved in that too?
At a certain point, these guys are probably like, "Hey, we did our best. Sorry." If they catch a few strays, oh well. It's like, what? Yeah. Sometimes we hit the brothers and sisters hard. It's for their, it's for actions, stuff they do.
Press on nails.
yeah, press on nails. But these guys, you can just tell what they infantilize, they glaze, they treat these black people alternatively like purse puppies and like slaves. Like they really do think that they should just be at their beck and call. And if they see any one of them who's just decided to live a normal life and be like, you know what, I'm done with all that stuff. I'm just gonna have a normal living, and he, you know, dedicates himself to throwing illegals out of the country. Well, he's a house nigga. Whoa. These are the worst people in the world. These leftists. Absolutely the worst.
We have the names of like 4,000 ICE agents. Their families are home while they're off kidnapping people for money.
Kidnapping people for money, really? That really what we're doing?
He looks like the guy that used to do like those house makeovers. Ty.
Oh, Ty Pennington.
Yeah.
Adam Carolla was just talking about him and what a fraud he was. Adam Carolla was interviewing him, and he sensed like that he didn't know what he was talking about. So Adam like gave him all these questions. Like he's like, these are like real basic questions. I wasn't trying to trick him at all. He didn't know any of them. So he's like a complete fraud. That guy was.
You know what we should do? It would be crazy. I think like it would probably be a good thing if somebody went to check on their family members and make sure they have all their paperwork.
There's the left, intimidating and harassing and committing violence against the families of ICE agents, their wives and kids.
Is he filming while he's hanging upside down?
It kind of looks
very
like
good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah. Nice one, disposable hero.
Right? Because they're so busy. ICE is so busy. They're off everywhere kidnapping people. They don't have time to check their own family's paperwork. We can do it for them. Right?
Nice mustache there. Like a 15-year-old kid can, maybe he is a 15-year-old kid, I must say.
Hey, we should check their paperwork. Make sure they're citizens.
It's so creepy. These are the creepiest, weirdest people in the world.
His eyes look like Wes Borland, the old guitar player, bass player for Limp Bizkit. Like, remember he used to wear those dark...
I don't remember him, no.
Dark colored...
I will take your word for it. I'm sure somebody in the chat does too. I mean, I could see it, you know, just based on what I'm seeing here. Like these people, like I could watch them get ripped up in like those big like farm like pieces of equipment, you know, things that like run through cars. I would just be like, whatever. These guys, it's awful, man. These people are just dreadful. That's genuine evil, like urging people to go after somebody's wives and kids. What do you do with that?
Oh, you can. Let me show you, but
You want to harass people, huh?
No.
How does it feel to be fucking harassed?
No.
So he did not deny he does work for. He did not deny it.
We're from TSA.
He did not. Look. How does it fucking feel? He did not deny it. He did not deny it. How does it fucking feel to be harassed?
This guy's like I think a TSA agent. Those are the people at the airport. This guy's like, what the fuck is going on here? He's like out with his woman, just getting a meal. These fucking Karens are just screaming at him. These old boomer women.
Look. How does it fucking feel? That's you. How does it feel? Look. He said it. He said it was him. He said it was him. How does it feel to be harassed? He said it. He confirmed it is you. He confirmed. He confirmed. Look. They confirmed it.
Here come the
He
whistles.
confirmed. He did confirm. He works for Homeland Security.
Is it bad? I want the worst for everything, for these people harassing this couple. I want the worst in life for all of them. Like every bad thing that could happen to somebody, I want it to happen. I know that makes me lesser of a person, but I'm sorry. At a certain point, like, I mean, it's already happened. Like they're really gonna start hurting people, and I'm gonna go on record. I don't like any of these people. Should be at home like knitting or something, watching a Netflix show. God, blowing whistles in these people's ears.
Yeah, we saw you. We saw you messed up. You came out with another guy, and I can show you the whole video. This right here doesn't do shit for you guys.
playing Mum Chung.
I saw you yesterday. You're gonna tell me it's not me?
Must be an Asian guy, but
You don't remember me yesterday? I was on there with you. Come on.
You don't remember me? I was the one blowing the whistle in your face.
Thought for sure you'd
Yeah,
remember.
I definitely remember you.
Yeah, thought for sure you'd remember that. Thing is, they all hate each other. Everybody hates them, and like they all hate each other, even though they say that they love each other and they're so amazing. Like you couldn't. How could you possibly like another human being who does this? Like just so full of rage and hate and just idiocy. Like just so woefully misguided about not just the laws of the land that have been enforced by presidents all the way up to 2016 and beyond.
When combat starts, we all roll initiative.
There we go.
I'm going to say that again.
Whoa.
And everyone knows what I'm talking about when I say this. When combat starts, we all roll initiative.
Okay.
Guys that you would think of pacifists are literally calling for
On
violence.
guard.
I got one of them because it's like the most unlikely guy. Like you see this guy doing this, you're like, hey buddy, like who? What are you saying?
Who's following you into battle?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you because it's the way he says it too is so like he's watched too many fucking TV shows.
So who do you think they're talking about? Let's see.
This guy. Because it's the terminology that he uses that is actually kind of funny. If it wasn't so scary, put this on real quick.
Sure.
Because it's so.
Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, pull it up.
You see this guy's doughy face and his understanding of real violence. Listen to this.
When combat starts, we all roll initiative. I'm going to say that again. And everyone knows what I'm talking about when I say this. When combat starts, we all roll initiative.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's in the game.
I mean, I hate to laugh because it's kind of fucking serious because they're inciting violence and they're calling for insurrection. They're calling for people to take to the streets and start violence. But that guy, like, what? Like,
You're not going to roll initiative?
What does it even mean?
Well, I mean, I think it just means we all go.
Right.
When violence starts, we all go.
Dungeons and Dragons reference.
Yeah.
Rolling,
Is it?
Rolling? You know,
Oh, rolling?
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, I mean, it's
No.
the tweet says Dungeons
He was
and Dragons.
he was wearing a gamer shirt.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know.
Oh God.
It says Dungeons and Dragons nerds means business. I think.
Oh. So
this actually, in the old days, I would have been like, oh man, this actually made my heart swell because I'm sitting there. It reminded me of the old days. Like, here's a lefty fruity gaming nerd fag, and he's going quote unquote mainstream for all the wrong reasons because all these normie popular guys are laughing at him because he plays D&D, and then I'm like, you know what? That's the way it should be. We need to go back to that. We need to go back to the gaming closet. I'll be happy to hide playing the same game as this fruitcake plays. And I'm so glad that Joe Rogan and Andrew Wilson were just laughing hysterically that some dumb, femi like D&D player is like threatening like to roll initiative for everybody.
Do a search on that. Does roll initiative, is that a part of Dungeons and Dragons? Roll that. Because I only know of Dungeons and Dragons from Stranger Things.
Does his AR do 2d6 damage? It's like
Andrew Wilson must at least know a little bit more about
the way that he stares into the camera.
Determines
Okay,
your
here it
turn in
is.
combat.
Rolling for initiative determines the turn order in combat. Each player and monster rolls a 20-sided die and adds their dexterity modifier. Oh, God. But, I mean, this is what I'm
Like,
saying.
he's just
It's
like,
it's math. A lot of it's cosplay.
That does
I
sound like
love
he was
it.
saying, though. We all go there.
Look, I
right?
love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's-
okay.
it sounds
Hopefully it's a harbinger of things to come that just more normie people are just going to be like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And then I'll actually be like, you know what? This is good.
That's what he's saying.
The
And
world
it's
is healing.
It gives meaning to people whose lives do not have a lot of meaning, right? Like all of a
That's
sudden
true.
you're a part of a greater cause. You're a part of a very important movement.
Yeah, you're stopping Nazis.
Yeah, you're stopping Nazis, and it's relatively safe from the comfort of
It's
your
so
own
weird.
home.
Like, one of the reasons, there's many reasons why Kamala lost. One of them was the Amish vote in Pennsylvania, and that she refused to go on Joe Rogan.
But
it was huge.
It was huge, and but the thing is, I don't think she had a choice. I think if she went on Joe Rogan, she would have been even more exposed than she already was.
She probably could have. Her team could have been like, "Don't go. He's going to destroy you."
Well, I think the thing was she was going to go, but she put a bunch of preconditions on it. And Joe's like, no, that's not the way we do it. That's not the way he did it with Trump. It's just like, you sit here and we have a conversation for 3 hours. Well, when you have a conversation with a profoundly just dumb person, and I think Kamala at her heart is a profoundly stupid person, she would have been exposed after the 15-minute mark because she wouldn't have had anything more to say. She'd have had that dumb laugh. Whereas Trump is just like, yeah. Trump is like, yeah, all right, fine. Yeah, we go as long as you want. Trump didn't have a problem with it, and Trump carried the conversation as well as any guest. Her, even though she's supposed to be a politician, she's a fucking brain-dead moron.
If you've ever wondered how protests happen on the spot, this is exactly how. Without organizers, without the music, without the bullhorns, without all of these people coming together. And right now what they're doing is they're loading their trucks to leave out of here after they finish with the protest. None of the protests that you see that happen immediately after something happens, which is all the time now, wouldn't be possible. What's behind me is a combination of Party for Socialism and Liberation. We have Democrat Socialists of America here as well, and a couple very loose communist organizations like Revolutionary Communists for America. None of the protests that you see are organic. They're well organized, and because they're well organized, that means they're well funded through various campaigns, whether it's foreign influence campaigns or it could be even Democrat campaigns. So this is how it all happens.
It's meant to fool like your mom, your grandma, your wife who's like, I just don't like, with all this stuff going on. I just, we got to do something. That's all this organization, all this organizing is done. It's done to influence like middle-aged and older women who will make your life miserable if you don't agree with them. They know what they're doing, and in some ways, I do respect that they've been able to identify that weakness in society. Now, fortunately, it's also exposed the weakness, so people are they're onto it now, and yeah, they're paid agitators. So now you can just kind of throw that canard out there. Oh, you're just a paid agitator, and now you put them on the defensive because they always have to go like, well, I'm not paid. Prove it. That's what you have to start doing. You have to start just calling all these people, even if they're not. Oh, you're just one of those paid agitators, right? Make it so they have to live it down and they just stomp their feet in anger. But by and large, a lot of these folks, maybe not every single one, but a lot of them are bussed in, and they drive. They will drive overnight just to go to a place and cause trouble.
Day 2 of asking anyone in TikTok land how an American citizen with no job and no money can flee the United States of America, and where can I go?
MAGA, I want to punch you in the fucking face. I want to beat you up.
And yes, exactly. Of course, it's like George and his retarded son, George Soros. The sooner that line is off the face of the earth, the better.
Until you are a pulp on the ground. I want to curb stomp the shit out of you. If you voted for Donald Trump, come tell me in the comments. I'm going to find where you fucking live. I'm going to beat up your whole fucking family. If you have a 5-year-old kid, I'm going to pick them off too. I fucking hate you guys.
There you go. That sound reasonable to you? I mean, it didn't happen. The thing is, you have to understand though, this didn't happen that day when they filmed it. This didn't happen over the last year. This happened in elementary school as they're just indoctrinated in this bullshit. Just parents who just, maybe even parents who are otherwise normal, but they don't know what's going on in their schools. The parents might even be conservative. And then all of a sudden one day they look at their kid and their kid is talking about how she wants to wipe out a 5-year-old in a MAGA Family Mouse can fix her.
Send her my way.
Fix her good.
You're choosing violence.
Fix
You're
her
choosing
real
war
good.
instead of peace on
You're
American
choosing violence as she wants to curb stomp you to your pulp. Interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
streets, and you destroyed the fucking country because you're so fucking racist. I hate every fucking one of you.
Not a part of a MAGA agenda. Everybody to the propaganda. Sing along in the age of paranoia.
Catchy.
Quick
Can I
to the
download
point.
that on the Spotify?
Where do I buy a copy?
Gay people.
I'd like the single, please.
Here's a obviously a MAGA guy. You know what? I'm to the point now. Like, don't do these. Like, change your mind. Like Charlie Kirk. Oh, I'm going to be the next Charlie Kirk. Don't do this. You can't change these people's minds. Like, you don't understand the level of indoctrination that these people are under. Just imagine just being brainwashed by your teachers, sometimes by your parents, a lot of times by peer pressure and your friends. Like, oh, I don't want to be different from the group. You know, everybody else seems to be going along with this. This is just like years and years and years of just indoctrination. And now you're going to be a smart guy because, you know, you're MAGA and a conservative. And you're going to say like, hey guys, you know, there are really areas of disagreement, but there's also areas of agreement between us too. Meanwhile, watch what happens. I mean,
More like
there, that's what you're going to get if you're lucky. And fortunately, I think this guy was lucky. This is all he got. But we all saw what they did to somebody who just wanted to talk and change people's minds. There's no change in these people's minds. Get a piece, get a permit to carry the piece, and just, as Scott Adams said, don't ever vote for a liberal again, ever in your life. Don't ever vote for a Democrat again in your life. And just get away from these people.
I did
Get the fuck away.
I did say I'm holding back extreme restraints on not just punching your throat in. So understand that part. You're not helping your case at all.
You're not helping your case.
At this, you know, my son here says transgenders are violent, but I guess I should also say gay people are violent too. Not gay, but that's a separate little thing. And this is my beautiful camera. Why are you afraid of the camera, dude? You're beautiful. Don't worry about it. You don't need to be shy to be on camera. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. Hi. No, it's aiming this way. Sorry. Yeah. Hi. I want to beat this guy up. I want to just all on record. If I do end up committing assault, I don't care. If you do end up committing assault, what? Yeah, then yeah. I'm not gonna play a innocent. What? Yeah, I'll give my reason and that'll be it.
Well said.
Yeah, there you go. So don't do this. If you got a friend at work who you think you can talk out of this insanity, you can't. It's a fucking illusion. Just withdraw. Like, just get away. If they're this violent and this, you know, agitated. I'm not saying anybody who disagrees with you a little bit. I mean, if they're just normal otherwise, but they're like, you know, whatever. Okay. That's fine. But like these people are fucking lunatics. And if you go on a college campus nowadays, you're not fucking safe. You're not safe at all.
Can somebody please tell me why I can't get this oil gauge full? I have put 2 of these in there, and for some reason I can't get it full. Help, mechanics.
Double D, I told you about that video of the woman who was upset. Why under Joe Biden could I get $90 worth of gas? And under Donald Trump, I can only buy $50 worth of gas.
They're out there. Yeah. Yep. Those are the people you're trying to explain the subtleties of like taxation and tariffs to.
Her gas tank was her car was off. Never mind. I was gonna say her gas tank was empty, but that might be one that starts in when you turn the engine on. It shows you how much.
Yeah.
Girl math.
Yeah.
I'm a Canadian worker and the
Canadian SEX worker. All right. So just judging by her look, she's voted for every like Justin Trudeau and every local liberal retard politician they have up there. Boy, looks like the sex trade up in Canada has been hit hard. I wonder by what?
The immigration problem has gotten so bad to a point where it's actually starting to affect my safety as a worker. For context, 75% of Indian or Pakistani clients that I have been giving me issues. And I don't want to have to be that person because it's genuinely not about race, but these people...
Oh, what's it about then? It just so happens every single person I see from this demographic, this group, causes trouble lately.
Come here from cultures where they don't respect women, they treat them horribly, and they think we're just human fleshlights, and if they pay us that they can just do whatever they want, and that's not how it works. A lot of these people will try and stealth me, which basically is when they try to take off the protection before they put it in and try to make sure that I don't notice. They, show up with less money than they're supposed to. They're typically very aggressive, very disrespectful. Hygiene is usually not great. And it's gotten to a point where I start to feel like genuinely unsafe around most of these people. But it has to be said, like, this really needs to stop. You need to respect women. Like, you're in a country where women are equal as men. So from now on, I unfortunately can't see Indian or Pakistani citizens unless, like, you can prove that you're a citizen of Canada or another nation, because, like, it's gotten to a point where I just physically feel unsafe doing this.
That is really racist. Where do I report that girl to? Is there a place up in Canada I can report that kind of racism to? Sorry.
So I don't think white people are really racist. I'm saying this as a half white person. I'm half black, half white. White people aren't racist, they're just confused. White people don't have a home. I'm saying this as a half white person. They don't have a home. They're nomads.
Gotcha.
They were made in a lab. Research Yakub.
Research haiku. Kind of like when Jango Fett sold his DNA.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He got one clone raised from birth. White people created by the cloners of Camino. Okay.
Black scientists invented white people.
Let's go.
I seen this white guy in Germany. He was recording like a bunch of Africans down his street or something. He was like, I'm in Germany. Why are all these immigrants in Germany? He's like, I'm from this country. And I was like, in my brain, like, brother, you're not. You're from a petri dish. White people come from a petri dish in a lab. This is why they're so confused. They think that they're indigenous to a land. It's impossible. It doesn't even sound right. It's not correct. And yes, I'm a hybrid. I'm half black, half white. I'm a hybrid. Truth, 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 more truth.
Well, you got the high part right.
Yeah.
When I was an extremist.
This will be the last one. This is some imam like Tahiti. He's like basically he was like an Islamist who kind of fell away from like hardcore Islamism. But it is instructional because you see what's going on in Minnesota. This applies to America, even though he's not like from America or even in America. But just listen to what he says, and this actually makes a lot of sense.
Islamist, fundamentalist, I would only vote left.
Why is that?
I saw them as very stupid. I would fear the conservatives because they come with principle. That's not someone they can brainwash. But the left, I know they have no values and no principles to begin with. I dare you to find one Islamic extremist that votes for Donald Trump. Never do it. They'd give their vote to the leftist who wants to run around in pride parades. And Islamic extremists are against gays and homosexuals and transgenders, but they want the left to go and get busy with that. They want them, go speak about the climate, go speak about abortion, go kill yourselves, go do that. And Omar, she's fighting for abortion rights and all the other, my body, my choice. Yes, go do that. But would she have an abortion? Never. Never. Would she kill a Muslim in her stomach? Never.
What is the fundamentalist and jihadi agenda for America?
The future of America has to be Muslim.
Here you go. That's what they think. All righty.
Everyone, thank you for a wonderful time tonight.
Yep. Good job, chat. If you do that resurrection thing, I want to know how it goes. So either just come back next week.
All you DMs out there, just kind of kill somebody on purpose.
Yeah, just you gotta kill them and then say, hey, I got an idea.
I got an idea for you.
All right, peeps. It's been a pleasure as usual. Thanks for coming with us on this ride.
Check out that link in the description for the Dragon Adventures.
Yes. Yep. Left for Vultures campaign. It's 5e. I'm sure you can adopt it. Absolutely. Thank you, Nixit. Thanks, everybody. Joey.
Snake oil.
Snake oil.
Make
Travis.
it happen, Snake oil.
Universal Night. Guardsman, Titties, and Beer. All you guys who stick around to the end. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a member tonight, Sergeant Rock, too. Like I said, next week, hopefully, we will have the great Zolt, and we'll do a movie watch or a show watch or something. We'll do something. Should be good. So, yeah. You got it, guys. You keep showing up. I'll keep showing up. Spread the word. There's got to be other people out there who think, even if they don't agree with me 100% on stuff, got to be people out there who think like we do.
Put some flyers up at a grocery store.
Johnny, for 5.
I love knowledge. Hey, Double D!
Thank you, brother. Very kind of you. All of you guys, very kind tonight. Yep. Alrighty. R.I.P. Rogan, yes.
We'll let him know.
Let him know on Friday you guys were thinking of him. So, yeah, he's struggling with some stuff, but we love Rogan. So, you know, he will return. Okay, guys, take care. Crazy Mouse, anything?
I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the gift memberships for everyone that did that. And thanks for just contributing.
Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself. All right, guys. We'll talk soon. Have a great rest of the night.
Peace.
Yep. Peace.
Thank you.